Nah, if I play him later.
Your. I'm ready.
Yeah. Bob is dead.
I didn't hear any of that for my own sanity. I muted my PC.
I did too after the first minute.
Yeah, the thing is, I was reading my spell, so yeah, saving throw for sanity is.
Africa is the one you should just mute it when I do Africa later.
Never.
I'm telling you, when I do Africa, mute it.
No, if there's Africa on, trust me, even if you mute it, it'll be in your head forever. Like I was singing that shit at work. I was thinking, God damn it, Uncle.
But Felix, I want you to hear Africa.
Yes.
But Madeline, seriously, mute it.
Got it.
Listen, mute Africa. So when I put it on, it'll be in about an hour. So,
yeah.
Right.
So,
For your own sanity.
For your own sanity, yes. Madeline, please mute it. So,
I will.
all right then. Let's get started. We are live. So we're gonna pick up with Lord Wolfenden outside of the mansion. The two magisters are still inside the mansion. The shrubbery's with you. The magister is not. The two magisters are not. You basically you got a little camp set up here. Mercadier occasionally appears. Arthur's with you, but your guys are there. One of the days during the 2 days that you guys have been waiting for the magisters, King Richard pulls up with Tancred and King Phillip, and each one has an entourage. Phillip rides up to you.
Each one has a what?
Each one of them has an entourage of at least 30, 40 knights.
Okay.
So King Phillip rides up to you, looks down from his horse, and puts a handkerchief when he rides close to you in the shrubbery, and then he turns back to the guy that you insulted, to Jacques Lecrousset earlier, and says something to him, and Jacques nods, and then he rides back over to Richard, and he goes, "This is the man that you say will kill the monster inside there," and Richard goes, "Yes, he is a good man. That is Lord. He's looking at you. To remind
Wolfenden. And I'm pointing my wolf.
Lord Wolfenden, yes. And he's a great Norman lord of the north. He has helped conquer the north from the devilish Saxons that we took it from." And King Philip's like, "Yes, of course." And then they turn to you. "How long will it take before you have our treasure delivered to us, Lord Wolfenden? Hero of the North."
Thank you. Thank you, my king. We're working on that.
That was actually King Philip.
King Philip. We'll be in there quite shortly. I'm just waiting on my magisters. They have a plan that they're enacting right now.
Jacques Lecrousset says something dirty to Philip, and he's like, "Your magisters are dealing with this, or they are consorting with demons?"
No, they're dealing with. We have a plan, unlike Mr. Cousteau here. But I just wanted to think.
My name is Crousset.
Oh, Crousset, Crustet.
Crustini.
Well, whatever. I really appreciate that it took you so long to fail, because I could do this a week from now and I'd still look good.
King Philip goes, "A week," he says. "Richard, a week. He says he'll have it done within 7 days. Is that true, Lord Wolfenden?"
Yes, I'm saying that I figure a week. Even with a week, I'd still do better than Mr. Crusty.
Croissant!
Yes, you'll have it done within a week. Right?
Croissant. Yes.
We'll read.
Yes, my king.
Expect excellent news before the week is through. Shall we continue? And the King Phillip says yes, and he rides by you. And when he rides by you, he makes sure he has his handkerchief over his nose. It keeps going. Some of the Italians, they ride in front of you. Tancred and his Italians are in front of you, and they look at the mansion. They look at you, and they go. And then they keep going. they keep going. Say right away. So they leave you alone with the shrubbery and with Arthur. Arthur's like, if you want, Lord, I can slit that man's neck in the night.
It's all right. You don't need to sully your hands with him, Arthur.
All right. But I want to slit someone's neck.
We will. We can slit his throat after we get in there. Because he's gonna wish for death. Because he's gonna look very bad.
All right. So the little barbecue setup that you guys have, you guys continue your little thing.
Have I regained all my hit points yet?
It's been only one day. So we're on the same day that we were last time. So.
Okay.
I will say it's a day later, and let's regain some more hit points. So I think you regain 1 hit point per day, right? So there's another one.
Yep.
I go to Arthur. Arthur, could you send one of the men to see if they could fetch a cleric for Francis?
So I believe King Richard is sending over a cleric. That's going to be assigned to you.
Excellent.
I'm not sure where he is, but he should be here soon.
Thank you, Arthur. Francis, we will tend to your wounds and get you ready.
I'm mostly better.
How are your hit points, Francis?
I'm at 12 of 13.
Okay, so you're almost done. You're good to go. Meanwhile, inside, Magisters, are you going to? What are you up to?
So after what time? Let me get the context. Is this the day after we failed?
This is the day after you failed. Yes.
Okay, so I get a meeting and I try to gather everyone for a meeting.
So you guys, the Magisters are coming out of the mansion. All right. So you're now meeting with Lord Wolfenden. You have the shrubbery with you. Arthur's with you, and that's who's there.
Excellent, my friends. What's the word?
The word is that we must go through different means.
I like for a moment there that he relapsed into Joffrey.
Yes.
He realized that he was Joffrey.
I miss Joffrey.
yeah, Joffrey's voice came out. I think everyone misses Joffrey. So go on.
We do actually.
Well, we haven't spoken exactly what would be the next steps. I personally suggest we should just go in there and kill Basilisks.
Now that is quite suicidal. Allow me to speak, good sir. My lord, I have a number of potential plans that we could enact.
Can I please say my idea first?
Oh.
Okay.
Low would it be
for me to speak
for a lady?
You're among friends at this point, and Lord Wolfenden is kind of not a dick about that. He's cool.
Yeah, that's fine. If you have an idea, speak. I already told the king that we do this within a week. So if we don't have a plan within a week, I'm going to go in there and try and kill the thing with my axe and my sword.
So we need a cow. We're going to gut the cow. I'm going to be put inside the cow. The cow is going to be put inside the building. The basilisk is going to eat the cow, and I stab it from the inside with my magical spear.
A delightful idea.
Unfortunately, I don't know why that sounds good.
It sounds a whole lot better than whatever I could think of.
Unfortunately, how digestion works, it would fail inevitably. It would probably eat its food piece by piece. Well, but then again, it is a snake.
No, snakes tend to want to swallow it whole.
But
and dissolve slowly.
The acid within isn't
It's
deadly
not acid.
It spews poison, does it not?
It's in the poison
Poison
sacs.
is not acid.
How do you know that? I didn't know you were a scholar.
Because I almost got eaten by a snake when I was younger.
Ah.
Well,
That
she
makes
was
no
bitten by,
sense.
she was
That
bitten by the
makes
basilisk.
literally no sense.
And she was bitten yesterday by it too.
Yeah, she was bitten by the basilisk.
Oh, yes. Unfortunately, sorry, I didn't know that the poison sacs were in its mouth, not within its body.
No.
Well, I think her plan perhaps does have merit, assuming she doesn't die within it. I also have an idea as well.
I'm pretty sure he won't expect that hit. It would be pretty a surprise for him.
Oh, yeah.
Arthur's like, that's not a bad idea, Lord Wolfenden. Using his attention, and then we come in.
I think it's Arthur. It's the craziest plan I've ever heard, and I like it. I don't know why.
Well, I have another plan as well.
The Tauntaun plan, but I'm not sure.
I was thinking more Jonah and the whale.
I don't know what a Tauntaun is, but I think it's a good plan.
I think the Tauntaun plan. I've heard of it in some old books. I think it could work.
Old books in a galaxy
So what
far away.
It saved young Lucas many years ago.
Yes, Lucas.
What is your plan exactly?
I think we should get a fucking cow and do this.
You guys have cows.
Yes, we do.
We have a cow.
So one of them's going down.
Well, I had a plan that was a little more practical.
Name it.
So, the shrubbery, our dear friend Francis, is good at sneaking around. So, me and Magister Allan would be on the second floor with arrows that have alcohol-soaked rags at their tips. Outside the building, we will have a few of your men holding buckets of water. You will go downstairs, and we will find it first. So it will be pincered between you and I, and Francis and Magister Allan. We will be shooting it with arrows of fire, hoping to alight it, and you with your axe, blades. Ideally, between both of us, we will be able to kill it. And if there were a fire actually to break out, the buckets of water would immediately cease the fire.
We don't know what's in there with the amount of magic there is. You both are magisters. Don't you use a lot of elixirs and things, and sometimes they're flammable?
Oh, that was the second plan, actually. You see, I do have an ability known as a banishing circle. Mm-hmm. If I were to enact this and successfully do it, this is assuming that the shrubbery next to me is able to follow me around the building and avoid the basilisk successfully. We would be able to effectively stop it from using its abilities within the banishing circle. It would take 1 full minute for me to create the banishing circle.
So the banishing circle will remove the
Yes. It would not be.
It'll have to be pinned down during that time.
It would have to be distracted or not see us.
Okay, how about we do a combination of both? You work on your banishing circle. We get a cow. We put Francis in it. And then while he's distracted by the cow and myself, I and my men of arms, we'll keep him distracted and we kill it.
I'm curious though, how are you going to get the cow in there if it's dead?
Excuse me?
There's plenty of strong men around here who should be more than capable of
how am I going to get the what?
Cow.
A dead cow, you just simply use a cart.
Oh yes, a cart.
Yeah, and we're removing it's that's why Magister Allan, I love his wisdom. And I thank you, sir. And we will be emptying its guts out.
Yes.
So it'll be quite light.
It will probably be safer for Magister Allan to remove the eyes and cover them before the banishing circle is over. And
he's quite adept with a blade. So he thinks about surgically removing the snake's eyes, but you'd have to get really close to it, and I wouldn't recommend that.
After death.
Okay,
After
I wasn't
that,
really listening to the second half of the plan. You don't need to repeat it; just enact it when you're gonna
Yeah.
do it.
So, Arthur, let's get one of those cows. Magister Allan, I need you to
So, how do you want it
do.
slaughtered? Do you want us to empty the inside?
Yes, just let Magister Allan deal with that. He's
Wait,
an expert.
I need to gut it so I smell like the cow.
You will smell at it just by being in there. Don't worry.
That's true.
But yes, I heard they're very stinky like tauntauns. So,
Oh yeah.
So Magister Allan,
Get started then. I pull out
you're an expert.
Part I enjoyed
surgeon.
most.
Okay, you go
Just
find
don't
one of the
disturb
3 cows and you kill it. And what do you do specifically to it after slaughtering it?
Tell it thank you.
Did you say thank you to it?
I say thank you to the cow.
And then you slit its throat. So
Definitely.
So after it's dead, what slaughtering do you actually do to it, Jonathan?
I start taking out the guts and start hollowing the inside.
Jonathan's actually done this to an animal, so it's we've actually done this a few times. So
yes,
so
and we'll make sure
that the freaking worm go right in there.
Okay, so there's a nice big space in there for you to go in.
Delicious. I hope you don't need to.
Francis removes her shrubbery.
Arthur, get a small tiny cart, almost like a wheelbarrow, and see if we can put this cow over it.
A few of the men to go do that. They bring a big old. The cow is big. Okay, you can't wheel carts on it.
No, I'm saying something enough that we could wheel it in.
They bring a wagon. They put the cow on it. They put the shrubbery in there without shrubbery, and Arthur says, "Are you ready? What do you need? Anything else, Francis?"
With everyone.
He's talking to Francis. Do you need anything else, Francis?
If I die, please tell the fairy king that I love him and I will remember him.
I don't think Arthur wants to hear that.
If we ever find it, we will tell it.
She's talking to Arthur. Only Arthur.
Oh.
No, I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, I don't think he wants
Arthur
to hear
goes,
that. You just broke his heart.
All right. I will. I promised.
You're a good man, Arthur.
Of course, Francis. So he closes it up behind you. He's like, before I go, Francis, make sure you stab it before it eats the entire creature, so you at least have room to get out. You don't want its poison on you. So while you still see light.
And
Okie dokie.
I go, Arthur, question. I was thinking, do you think we should throw another cow in there with the...
No. We don't need another one. Why?
We don't need a second
live one.
Cow. The first one.
No, a live one.
Would be.
I can go moo inside the dead cow.
Okay.
But what reason do you have for doing the second one?
So it looks a lot more real, I guess, or sound. But if she's gonna move,
I can assure you, the Basilisks will be hungry regardless. And
pull out the second cow. They pull out the second cow. The cow's like, what the fuck? I thought I was gonna live today.
Wait a moment.
I looked at him and I look at the cow. I'm like, sorry, bub.
What if it gets filled after just one cow and it's not the one that she is in?
Things that big are very greedy. They're going to kill everything in the room.
We didn't see how big it was.
Yeah, but that's precisely what we mean.
I go over to the hole.
Don't need to waste the second cow.
I go over to the hole and I peek in the hole. I'm like, was it big enough to eat 2 cows, or do you think just one?
One.
She says 1. I think we should trust the eyewitness.
Okay, that's fine. And I look at the cow.
We shouldn't waste a cow.
I look at the cow and I'm looking with my axe and my blade. I was like, "You lucked out."
The cow's like, they move it back. So, what does everyone else do?
What I am
doing, take her in there.
I'm for both me and Magister Allan, I grab 5 or 6 of our arrows. Like I'm for 6 arrows each from me and him, I coat them in wet, like a cloth on the very tip with oil, soaked in oil.
Okay.
or alcohol?
I'd say go with the oil, and we don't have to light them. We can light them if it looks like it's safe enough to use fire in that place. Then we light it after the fact. It's gonna hurt it just as well.
Oh yes, I think that.
And it'll be quite surprising.
What's the plan? You're gonna roll her in, dump the cow inside, and then come in behind it.
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna like hide from the basilisk before it shows up.
I'm thinking we send in the cow.
What Tyler stated is that once the cow is put in, and once she stabs it, Lord Wolfenden and his troops go from the front, and me and the other Magister go through the second floor, and then down to the first.
Okay, how are you going to get to the second floor?
That's the part I kind of wonder.
You kind of have to do that now. And how many men are you taking, Wolfenden?
How many men do I have right now?
You have Arthur and nobody who really wants to go.
But you're a lord, so it doesn't matter.
Yes.
But the less you bring, the better you're going to look in front of Richard. If you go in there for an army, you can have a good front of Richard.
Yeah.
Arthur absolutely wants to go.
Okay, Arthur.
Arthur, you can write down his hit points.
I tell Arthur, pick a handful, just a handful of your best men, most trusted men.
We told King Richard that we would handle this ourselves.
We are, but I'm saying if you want to bring 2 or 3, I'm not saying to bring 10 or 15.
All right. So he commands 3 of the men to come.
Because even if they don't fight, we could use them to bring people to safety if somebody's injured.
The buckets of water, my lord.
Yes, so the rest of you could.
3 men. Their hit points I'll keep track of.
Okay. Yeah. And I tell the rest of you may bring a wagon filled with water, with barrels of water. How's that? Barrels sound better than buckets?
If we can throw the barrels at the water and stop,
we can still use buckets too, but we'll have a lot more water than just a bucket.
Whatever works.
In the background, you just hear Frances practicing her moves.
Be careful. If you put too many holes into it before you get there, it might eat you first.
All right. So the 2 of you, you're going to try and climb and get out to the second floor?
I am going to do this.
You do have to sneak.
Yes.
Or you can just jump in if you want.
I am going to sneak. Do we climb first and then sneak, or sneak and then climb first?
How about you climb? How about you climb and then let us go in with the cow first, and then you go in through the second floor. So that way he's focused on the cow and not on the second floor. And then killing you.
As long as we get out of this alive.
Because if he goes up to the second floor first, huh?
Both of you roll to climb, not you, Felix. You're not climbing, Felix.
Okay, yeah.
You're climbing.
Okay.
That's right, my dice. I must collect my
dexterity
dice.
Rolls.
I rolled a 4.
Oh crap, we're rolling?
No, not you. The ones who are climbing the second floor.
Yeah, you abandoned us to go inside a freaking creature.
Tyler.
Sorry, grabbing the thingamajig. Okay. So, to climb, and let's see, let me look at my stats. I am going up there with just the jack splint, so I don't have much of a negative for my dex.
Jonathan, you wearing your armor?
I didn't roll enough.
No. I don't think that would be a good idea to wear plate armor.
I rolled a 6, so we both failed.
I rolled a 4, though.
Okay, you guys are watching these, Lord Wolfenden and Arthur, you're watching these 2 dumpy fucking Magisters try to climb up to the second floor, and you guys are getting a good laugh out of it as they just keep slipping down. And and both of them, they're not doing very well climbing up. So, you might need a ladder.
I was like, I was thinking, we probably could use a ladder or a rope to help them up. We have enough men out here.
Arthur
but they kind of
meant to go bring a ladder for these 2 goofballs.
I'm sure neither of us hear that at all. We're just so focused on climbing. It's like, don't worry, Allan.
They look like Abby trying to climb anything. So that's pretty much what they look like.
Where the hell did she put her grip on?
Yeah.
I don't know how she started climbing this. I thought it was. She made it look easy.
A shrub. How did she know?
So
I never understand.
You go up a ladder, and you both of you are you going into the same window, or are you doing different windows?
Like we're same window and we're waiting.
Okay, do you look inside?
No.
No.
We don't even peek. We don't even peek.
So you have no clue what's in there. Okay.
Not yet.
Right.
Not yet. Not until there's that.
And I go,
Madeline?
Arthur. Before we go in, can you find me something with a reflective surface?
You want a mirror, sir?
Yes.
Okay. How does Lord Wolfenden know that the basilisk has a poisonous glare?
I thought we told.
I thought we were told that we could turn to stone. That was something we got to worry about.
I'll give you that, but I don't remember it being RP'd, or that you guys did any research on what a basilisk was.
Oh, we did it. Last game.
That we did actually.
Yes.
All right then.
The Magister did. Yes.
So he goes and finds you a mirror.
Okay. Thank you.
He's like, all right, sir. Strange. So they find you a woman's mirror.
The Magisters believe that the basilisks have some type of look where it turns things to stone. I'm not sure. This might help. It might not work at all.
All right. Okay. So you're gonna push the cart in and turn it out over. Remember, somebody has to stand at the door. So a fourth man shows up and he stands at the doorway so you can open the portal. And,
Good man.
So as he's doing that, you shove the thing in and drop the cow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're on the other side. The cow slides off slowly, boom, thumps into the ground, and Madeline is making sounds to attract the basilisk. Before long, within a minute, you hear something rustling and moving about beyond the cart. Felix, yes, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, once we saw that thing got pushed in, I mean, I'm gonna roll for sneak then to go up.
You're already up there. You took the ladder up there. You're gonna go inside. Is what you're gonna do.
No, I meant roll for sneak. Yeah, roll for sneak to get in.
You're gonna go inside. Okay, go ahead, roll to sneak inside.
All right.
I'm still gonna stay and wait till.
I tell John. I tell my very cowardly Magister friend, I'm like, come, follow me. Let's go, because I just rolled 15.
Why can we not just wait until the cow?
I rolled a 15.
Okay, I'm not telling you what I rolled. Okay. So the cow slides off, lands to the ground. You hear rustling and noise. Okay, as something very large starts to move around the cow. You can feel the cow's body being lifted, Francis, and something basically eating it. So it gets lifted off the ground with you inside of it. You feel a little vertigo as it moves up, and then you can see it starting to get dark. So what do you do?
I go ahead and stab it with my magical spear.
Okay, so you may roll. I'm going to give you an extra +2 to hit because it's right there.
Okay.
Does it count as some type of surprise backstab attack?
Yeah.
Sure, it is a surprise attack. +2.
Their bonus is to surprise. God damn it! I will find them.
Okay, so I have backstab +2 with quad damage. No, or is that just surprise attack?
You have a +2 for backstab. I'm allowing a backstab and a surprise attack. You can do damage from the surprise attack, or you can add your bonuses from your backstab. Plus the 2 bonuses I just gave you. Roll.
So my surprise attack is +5. My backstab is +2, and then another +2 on top of that.
No. Backstab. Yeah, no, you're right. It is a surprise attack, and I'm going to give you the backstab. Yeah, you're fine. Go for it.
So you add the +2 to that.
Okay.
So it's going to be alike.
Plus another +2 from
+9.
Yeah, roll the hit.
Oh, no. No.
What'd you roll?
Don't tell me, please.
I
Don't
rolled
tell
a
me.
nat 1.
So you lunge this, you shove the spear into the basilisk, expecting to hit the basilisk, and the spear gets lodged into one of the ribs of the cow. Okay, and you're trying to pull it out. You're like, fuck. So as you feel the darkness come over you as the body of the cow starts to slide into the basilisk, you're still alive. Meanwhile, on the second floor, you get onto the second floor and you're looking down off the balcony. You see the basilisk, this massive snake body that stretches all the way back into the other room, and it's picking her up. And it's swallowing the cow, and you're like, "Oh shit! I don't think that worked." So, what are you gonna do?
It or just him?
No, this is Tyler. You're not in. You're outside.
Yeah, you decided to not come in, you coward. So I see this.
My axe.
I'm like, I see the basilisk right there. I'm like, oh,
The basilisk not looking at you, has not seen you,
and its body is right there.
its eyes are closed.
Okay, I need
one shot. One shot.
I need a description of this room.
It's a large. It's like you enter into like a Roman room or an Italian room of an old mansion. There's a bunch of large columns. Okay, inside there's like it's a living room. It's a big living room, but it's not really furnished. Around the edges of it are like couches and like some places to sit. But inside it's just like a big fucking diorama, and then at the end is a doorway that goes into the mansion itself. The snake came out of that doorway.
A question: is there like, after we enter through the window, is there another balcony looking down to where she is?
You're on the balcony, is looking down to where she is.
Okay.
Directly below you is this basilisk eating her.
Now, I don't think she's gonna.
Nancy.
Is she gonna survive a full minute? Do we think that?
Tyler, do what you
If I die, I die.
No, I'm about to go in.
Because I gotta tell you something in about 2 seconds. So do what you're gonna do.
Okay. So it's just the edge of the body of it right now.
You see the entire thing down there. You're looking down at it. You see the whole creature. It's swallowing her. The cow's legs are like sticking out of it as it's swallowing it. His eyes are closed as it's gorging and enjoying itself. You're looking straight down.
All right.
You want to look at the rest of it? I mean, you looked up at another balcony? Do you want to look up on the ceiling anywhere else?
Yeah. I mean, is this going to take me like the rest of the turn?
No. You can just look.
I'm going to look. Yeah.
You look, and you see the second basilisk on the top of the ceiling that saw you come in. The one that attacked her. Coming down straight at you and engages at you.
Oh, shit.
Nice. Saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
See, this is, I had a sneaking plan as well, but this is why I thought the sneaking plan would fail.
I rolled higher.
I have rolled. This is for save?
Yeah, save.
What type of save is this?
Con.
Con?
Con.
Oh, fuck, I made it.
You make your saving throw. You have one action. When you see that second one, that's really right above you.
Dive out of the building. I don't hesitate. I fucking dive out of the building.
Are you hollering and telling everyone else that there's two of them?
There's another one! Actually,
you guys
I'm not even sure if I follow that. I'm like
flying out the window. Magister Allan, you're gonna try and catch him before he falls into the.
Well, I'm imagining that he just jumped out and said there's another one, and I decided to light the arrow tip and start to shoot.
Jonathan, you have to stay close to the mic, dude.
The moment he says there's another one and he jumps out of the way, I try to aim the crossbow and fire it with the lit arrow.
At the one inside?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't try and catch him. You're just going to let him fly out the window.
Yeah.
Let me be very clear, Uncle. There is no petiteness about it. I don't the arc I'm making. This is the window. This is me. I'm diving straight out. He's not going to be able to catch me.
I mean, the thing is, I'm telling you, you're going to drop a floor. You're going to take damage.
Is there any other buildings near me? I'm jumping for another building.
No, there's no other building. You're in a mansion. It's on the ground. It's large.
Is there a tree?
A freaking large mansion.
You're on the second floor of a mansion. You're flying right out the window.
Off the camera.
I'll let you roll dexterity to grab onto the edge of the window and stay there and like swing around.
That's what I want to do then.
Yeah, go ahead.
If not, then I'm perfectly happy taking fall damage rather than basilisk damage. Okay, I'm making the dex roll. Mm-hmm. That is a big no-go.
Okay, so you fall. You guys see him fall right out the window and land in one of the bushes because I only rolled a one damage as he crashed into the bush.
Oh, by the way, you hear eagles. You hear eagle like just like Assassin's Creed.
All right. Yeah, outside. Oh, Jonathan, go ahead. Fire your crossbow at the basilisk that's inside the window. Roll to hit.
Wolfenden, we need another cow.
Wait, we'll get to you. And Felix, step away. So
I rolled a 15.
All right.
I'm here. I was just eating, so I didn't want to eat on camera, so I'm listening.
15. Wow. Nope. So you fire the arrow. The arrow bounces right off the freaking armor of the basilisk.
Of course.
Okay. Outside, Felix. Everyone, initiative.
I was like, we have no time. We must save Francis.
Initiative.
I grab my axe. And
Basilisks, both of them.
I got a 6.
I got a 6 as well. Oh, freaking Brain is here. Are you going to be here longer than 2 minutes?
I got a 5.
Yeah, I'll be here. Hey guys.
Are you actually joining us for the game so you can die horribly?
Well, I don't know where I am. I was on a ship and I don't know where I am at all.
They already started the encounter, so unless they cut it off and run out of the mansion, you'll join in.
Yeah, we have to finish this encounter.
Sounds good.
So
I'm here for the entertainment.
The basilisk. So the basilisk rolled a 6. Tyler rolled a 6. Who else rolled a 6?
I rolled
a 6.
I rolled a 5.
So I'm gonna count Arthur and his men as 3 men under Felix. Okay.
Okay.
All right. The basilisk that's inside swallows Madeline whole inside. You can attempt to hit it again if you want.
Will it still be a surprise attack? Because if I just hit the cow, it doesn't know that I'm in there, right?
No. It will count as a surprise attack, but I'm going to remove the +2 you had before because you got to now yank the spear out from inside the where it got lodged. So my +2 is gone. So now you just have your normal.
Okay.
To hit it.
Do I still have the backstab plus the surprise attack?
Yes, you may. You may use them both.
Okay.
Roll.
Oh, I got a 15, and then the 15 plus 8.
What's 8?
Right? Because I get a
23.
+1 strength for combat.
So 23. Roll for damage. You may quadruple your damage. I think that's what you do.
Quad damage. And my spear is a 1d6.
So 1d6, and then
1d6.
just roll 4 times.
4.
Count all together. 4. Okay. Plus.
4.
Wasn't her spear 1d6 plus 1? It was magic.
Did the +1 is not for damage.
Oh.
So, okay. So wait, I got 8.
Wait. I'll count it. Just call
10.
it.
Okay, so it was 4, 4, 2, and another 4.
Okay. You guys see that spear come out through the side of the thing's face. Okay, and it shoves it right through there. It roars, turns its head, and the cow goes flying out of its mouth. It does like a little flip through the air. It cushions you. The cow cushions you, and you land with no damage, Madeline. The basilisk is badly hurt. Like half His face is like punctured outward, and it's glaring at you with fucking hatred at the cow. But the moment you get out of there, it will glare right at you. Okay, the second basilisk looks at the window where the crossbow came from, and then sees what's happening below, and goes straight down off the balcony, away from the magisters, who hasn't seen it actually, and it goes straight down to go help its mate. So it goes right over you and the cow, but it does not attack. It's looking down at it like investigating it. So that's it for the basilisk.
What's the chance of the second basilisk eating the cow with me in it?
No, it's curious. They're not stupid. Sure. Tyler, you're up. What do you do?
All right. So I am. Would it be possible for me to light the arrow and then fire it, like going into there? And no, let's see.
You're going through the door.
I mean,
you have fire. You guys never told me that you lit something on fire. You have a torch.
We didn't get a chance, actually.
I lit up the fire, but it was a miss.
You can't light a torch, put the arrow in, and run in. You can run in and fire the arrow. You can light the torch, and I'll let you light the arrow, but you're not gonna be able to fire and run over there.
All right.
Well, you have oil on the oil.
One of them is badly hurt. That thing took one hell of a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't do one hell of a hit.
No, but I'm saying that you already had them coated in oil, so just light up a torch and bring it with you. You could throw it on the floor and light up all your arrows. Sorry, that's just...
No, that's to burn the whole building down. Not even our buckets will stop that. We're trying to burn them.
Oh, Tyler, just smoke it out like I talked about with you last night.
This is like, I don't care. I've burned down entire cities.
Me? No. I have not. I have not. That's
somebody else.
Somebody else, yes.
Go ahead, Ty.
That's defamatory. You're defaming my character.
Okay.
You can get an arrow shot in, but not an arrow shot and lighting a torch.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I am going to, through the front door, is there anywhere I could take cover behind?
You have not seen the front door. You're gonna have to run in there to see it.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to the front door. Is there anywhere
you have a shot at both basilisks from the front door, and you do see the columns. They're large columns, and you can probably take some cover from. You won't be able to take cover this round. Next round, you can run over there and take cover.
All right, I'm going to shoot the one that is wounded.
Okay, roll the fire.
All right.
Got these warrior magisters.
Mm-hmm.
I have a +1 to fire breathing.
Nice.
Miss.
What'd you roll?
5. Miss.
Okay, so you fire an arrow. It flies right past the basilisk.
Whoa!
Felix, you're up.
Okay. All right. I'll go out there with my axe. My Viking axe.
Okay, the basilisk's attention are not on you, so you're okay. This round, you're not going to take a gaze shot or a bite.
Okay.
Next round, though. Which one are you going after? So you're just rushing in?
I'm going to go to the wounded one. You know, the one that was originally trying to kill Francis. 19.
Okay, that hits. Roll for damage.
10 off.
10 off. Okay, you run in and you embed your axe into the thing's cerebellum, right to its brain. Screams, rears up, and tosses you away from it, and then writhes until it dies right there. Now it's me. That's all what happened. So that's it for you. Jonathan, you're up.
All right. I'm going in the building, in the second floor, and see if there's like something I can drop on its head at the second floor, like furniture or something.
Just because you asked, there is a chandelier.
There's a what?
Just it wasn't there before. It is because you asked. There's a chandelier.
Yeah. He's been playing too much.
I tried to break whatever is holding the chandelier.
Is above the thing, so it's in the middle of the room. So you will have to shoot your crossbow at the chandelier.
Okay, I aim my crossbow and try to shoot the chandelier.
Roll.
Agent 47.
Yep.
Oh my god, it's Jason Bourne!
How much damage would the chandelier do?
19.
What?
Crashing down.
What?
I got a 19.
So let's. I mean, it's gonna do quite a bit. So
let's assume it does the damage of a lance. That's
even
yeah.
1d10.
How much damage does a lance do?
1d6. Oh no, lance 1d12. I think. I'll double check.
But a lance that's charging does double damage.
Yeah.
So let's do that. So 1d12 times 2. Jonathan, I'll let
lance
you
is 1. Well, no, 1d10. Sorry.
1d10. Jonathan, roll a 1d10 2 times. Just because that's inspired, man. It's inspired. The damage of a charging lance. 1d10 2 times. Roll it. No bonuses. Just 1d10 2 times.
Got 9.
One of them is a 9. What's the other one?
No, like one was a 6, the other one was a 2. So
okay, the chandelier comes down, smashes onto the back of the second basilisk. It roars in outrage, but it's alive, and it shakes its way through the chandelier, and now it has multiple targets. Okay, so that's it for Jonathan. That's it for Felix. Arthur jumps in. He runs over to the thing and pulls his sword. So do the other 2 fighters. Okay. Arthur +3. Okay, he swings at it, and the creature dodges out of the way. The second one, he has a +1. 2. +2. The second guy hits, and he's using a long sword. And does 3 damage to the basilisk, cutting it and pulling some blood. The third guy hits a fucking 19. Your men are badass. It does 5 damage, shoves the blade into the basilisk's jaw and right up into its brain and pulls it out, and his blood comes gushing all over the guy. So this nameless warrior killed the basilisk. Both basilisks are dead.
Can I have instead of leather armor, can I have snakeskin basilisk leather armor?
Of course, yeah. I talked to your lord, dude, and I guess you could harvest.
I start to go downstairs and start preparing my tools to start skinning and taking the eyes of the basilisk.
Magister Allan, take its fucking eyes.
I will prepare a banishing circle around both corpses so that the eyes don't have any effect for the moment.
Excellent work.
Magister.
Magister.
Right. You need to stop drinking before
I forgot
battle.
the character's name, Tyler. What was it?
Arthur.
Arthur
Pendragon, at your service.
Arthur, I'm going to need your help extracting its venom.
You're the surgeon. I am just a magister. I'm going to.
I know, but you are also a magister that knows the quality of venom and how it can be used.
Yes.
I'm going to harvest this thing. What else are you doing in this room?
We start looking around. Is it dark?
No, it's well lit.
It's
dark now because he destroyed the chandelier.
All right.
But there are some. You can light some torches.
Yeah, let's light. I told the 3 men to light some torches.
So the 3 men light some torches. That one guy, let's give him a name.
Yeah. Excellent work, son. I clap him on the arm.
Let's give him a name.
Joffrey. No.
Let's see if he comes out with that name.
Can I roll my banishing?
Why? It's over. Roger.
So the eyes don't affect us.
The eyes will not affect you. They're dead.
They're dead? Oh, okay, never mind.
It's his gaze. It's looking at you. The power comes from looking. So Roger is like, "Oh, I'm Roger, my lord." So
Excellent work, Roger.
Yes. So Arthur claps him on the back. He claps you guys on the back. He walks over to Magister Allan and is like, I was incorrect about you. You are a raging coward, but you are good when it comes when the fight comes to you. You're a good man, Magister Allan.
All right.
Excellent idea. Very Errol Flynn of you.
Not sure who's Errol Flynn, but you struck true. You've done the beast.
Arthur, haven't I told you how wise he is?
I see. His wisdom is extreme. Very good.
Francis wants to kick out some fangs and take some snake skin.
Okay, so Francis,
I'm literally busy skinning the snakes.
Francis, you want snake skin?
Take out its eyes carefully.
I need fancy armor.
Develop it like in jars.
That's not the only thing here. We should do other.
My lord, aren't we here for something?
Yes, for the treasure. We're going to continue on. Magister Allan, if she wants, could you do the skinning for her? Because I don't want it. If she wants to make armor out of it, it shouldn't get ruined.
Oh yes, I'll be busy with these two snakes. I suggest you find that treasure quickly.
Okay, I will leave.
Be aware of if you find anything of magic in origin, like a trap or something that's less understood, do call for my assistance.
Okay.
Yes.
Magister
Allan, be with you all. No worries.
Roger, you stay with Arthur and I, and the other two, I send them to. They stay with Magister Allan to protect them.
Very good. Let them protect them. Let's go find what we need to find.
All right, okay, Magister Arthur, you come with us.
You go down into the mansion, and it doesn't take you long before you enter a room covered in treasure. It's covered in gold. I mean, there's gold everywhere. And you hear like, wow. So there's some whispering. And I think Richard and Phillip will be very happy. Arthur says,
yes.
I will
we did this for Richard.
And make sure no one gets in here. So Arthur has his men surrounded, and the treasure will be removed and taken out on a few wagons and taken over to King Richard. Okay. Later. So something will happen later. So the rest of you guys harvest the basilisk?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're trying to get his poison?
I'm trying to I tried to put the.
We can't hear you. Closer to the mic. Repeat it again.
That means we heard nothing that you said.
I'm trying to get the venom in like a whole bunch of jars.
Okay, so you guys you were able to create 2 jars of venom for each one of the basilisks. Okay.
All right.
I will carve out one of the eyes.
You carve out the eyes, okay. So you've carved out the eyes of a big snake.
I want 2 fangs, one snake. From
Basilisk.
each snake.
You want like scales from it?
No, I want its fangs.
So you're taking its fangs. Okay, so you get the empty hollow fangs that Magister Allan was just now milking. Okay.
And I also want skin, and I also want some meat to eat because they deserve it.
Arthur is like, you want?
I wouldn't eat that.
Just meat. I would not touch.
I would not eat it. It's
you probably should not eat it. You don't know what it could be doing to your insides.
Okay, Francis throws the meat on the floor then.
In any case,
so
I will be taking the other set of fangs.
Magister Allan, why don't you make some robes out of its leathery skin?
Well, I'm going to make some robes and add a decoration of its fangs towards my robes.
Let's see. It might protect you when the Crusades.
Write that down. You guys have the fangs of that. There are 4 jars of basilisk poison. I don't know who wants to keep them. I guess the Magister's taking all of them.
Yeah.
I'm not taking
Write down your stats that you have the the fangs of whoever took the fangs. The two characters took fangs.
Like
got some of the skin too.
The shrubbery got 2, and I got 2.
And you
I took one skin from each.
All right, so you took some of the leather skin of one of the basilisks.
I took just to confirm. I have taken both eyes of one basilisk.
Okay, you got the eyes of a basilisk. Very good.
Yes.
So you use those later to create some concoction.
I got enough leather basilisk skin to make a robe.
All right. Okay, a leather robe. All right, interesting. So
it'll probably protect him in the sandstorms.
It probably won't help him with. It's probably going to give him negatives to.
Are you able to make robes, Jonathan?
No, I'm just cutting enough of the skin to make a robe.
Okay, but can you make robes? Is my question for you. Are you going to take it to someone to have them make it for you? You have that skill.
No, I just have the surgeon skills, so I'm like.
So you can cut them, but you can't turn them into anything. So you're going to have to take that to somebody. Okay. So tell me that during the time when we do the time jump. All right. So you return. Lord Wolfenden returns to King Richard and reports what he's done. Who are you taking with you?
Arthur and Roger. Well,
do
everybody else.
Same day, covered in blood, or do you go later? What do you do?
No, we go the same day, covered in blood.
Excellent. So you arrive at Richard's table, and you're escorted in. He's eating. He's got Tancred and Phillip. Look at you, and they look up from their plate. And he's like, "Excellent! If it isn't my friend Lord Wolfenden, you remembered?"
Yes, my lord. And I bow deeply, and then I look at Mr. Krusty, and I take the basilisk head, and okay, I'll fuck.
These are the kings.
Oh, the kings.
Yeah, that guy's a low-level dude.
Yeah, I just wanted to fuck with him.
Yeah, he's a lord. He's a low-level lord.
Oh well, I see Tancred and Phillip, and I sit there and I put the basilisk skull, like the head, on the table.
That would be massive.
Yeah, awesome.
Richard looks at
It
it,
ate a cow.
Big fresh horses, and they bring out some more horse meat for him, and he keeps eating it. And he's like, "Excellent! I love it. You've done a fine job."
I would have done it with my men. All my group came together as a team, and we thought that maybe a week, even though it was well under my predecessor's time, we felt that a week would be too much, so we decided to do it in a day.
You've done a fine job. You see, Tancred, you see, Phillip, this is a good man. Good job, Lord Wolfenden. Now, someone remove this from my table. Something to come in and take the basilisk head. I'll make sure it's given to your father.
Thank you.
Very good. And the treasure?
Treasure is intact and protected and ready to be moved.
Excellent.
I would.
And you make sure we get that entire treasure, and you make sure this man and his friends are adequately rewarded. Tancred is like,
a great honor.
The king of Italy is like, me? Yes, you. Take care of them. All right, Richard. So he like, goes over and says something to Phillip, and Phillip whispers something back to him. And you see Richard giving them both fucking glares because they're definitely scheming together. And then everyone goes back to eating. He's like, go clean yourself. We'll send you some reward soon. So you are rewarded for this. So I'm going to roll for your reward. Okay. The reward will go to Lord Wolfenden. He decides if it gets passed to somebody else. Okay. So give me 1 second. I have already rolled, but I haven't rolled for what item it is. But it is an item. And I rolled for a special item. So let's see what special item appears. And this is rolled. This is not decided. So I'm going to give you guys a choice. Do you want me to roll a magical item in Sword and Caravan, or a magical item from Lion and Dragon, or a magical item from Dark Albion? Take your choice.
I couldn't tell you the difference. I haven't.
Sword and Caravan.
I would love to say Sword and Caravan, but we're not there yet. So I would probably say.
I actually agree with Ty. Yeah. Okay.
So.
And isn't Dark Albion War of the Roses?
Yep.
We've been using Dark Albion this whole time, Tyler.
Oh. I thought it was War of the Roses. Sorry. You know.
If you use the War of the Roses, it is War of the Roses. You don't have to. You can use it for anything else.
I would say that Sword and Caravan's more, farther out there, and we're not that out there yet.
So decide. Tyler said no. Felix doesn't care. Jonathan said yes, he wants Sword and Caravan.
I mean, would they have? I guess. Well, Richard's been there, right?
They definitely. We're already on Sword and Caravan.
Okay, I say fuck it. He's been there. He might give us something from his travels. So.
No, he hasn't been there. But there have been people from.
Oh, okay.
You can definitely pull. Italy is very close to where you're going.
Just do Sword and Caravan so we can stop with this little vote thing. What was I writing?
Here we go. Okay, so you are brought. Some dude shows up, dressed in an outfit from the Middle East. So definitely a Muslim. Appears at your door. He comes inside. He's holding a wrapped parchment, and he hands it over to you, and tells you in very broken English to open it.
Okay. Unwrap it.
Okay, you see like a circular blade item. It's in the shape of a circle. Okay. You can hold it. There is a handle inside of it, but the blade itself is a circle. Okay? It's called a chakram. And you see that the gentleman he pulls back from you. Chakram. That is not a normal chakram. That is magic for Wolfenden.
Oh shit! Nice.
When you throw it, it will return to you.
Nice.
Chakram, the name of the item. We'll write that down. And we assume the person tests it the next morning. So you find out pretty much what it does. It does 1d6 damage. It has a +1 to hit and damage. And it will return to you after you throw it. Yes, it is magical. +1 to hit and damage. Write that down.
Yeah.
It's a magical chakram. Chakram. You may Google it. It looks really cool.
Okay.
That is your reward for what you've done. So, all right, let's take a quick break. Everyone go to the bathroom, and then we'll do a time jump.
Okay.
All right. And after I ask each one of you what you do during the time. All right. So I'm going to play something while everyone takes their break. Madeline, you may want to mute this one.
Okie dokie.
Ali. A kid's born, lives, and then he dies, and his only adventures are in his imagination. Like coming in some Persian guy is something that he dreams of in his times of masturbation. I asked an old man if he's gay, or if he boned some Mexicans in jail for Spanish felonies. He turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, don't waste your life with girls. There's an Asian guy that's waiting to rape on you. There's nothing that a homeless man on coke would never do. I got the AIDS down in Africa. I'm gonna pay some guy to put some things inside my head. The white cops ride out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some blacks to shoot for Trump in 20. They roll and see me on some guy as I'm wearing a poncho, riding on 5 dicks on mushrooms in a Bentley. The cops reach for guns, then stop and cry, hurry, let's jump in before they come. There's an Asian cop that's waiting to rape on you. There's nothing that a homeless man on the porch would never do. I got the AIDS down in Africa. You gotta pay some guys to do some things inside your head. Dear class of 2029, always wear sunscreen in your butt when men are coming into you. Women are wretched tricks and thoughts, so hurry boy, go bang some Cajun dude. There's a Mexican that's waiting to rape on you. There is nothing that a homeless man named George would never do. I got the AIDS down in Africa. Found out I'm gay down in Africa. I caught the AIDS down in Africa. Got paid to rape down in Africa. I got the AIDS down in Africa. I'm gonna pay some guys to put some things inside my head. Ooh.
All right. After that educational video,
Hello.
hello. See, you all managed to live.
Magically, yeah.
Yes.
Only
Yeah,
one
I'm
of
pretty
you.
sure there were many times that we almost died. But yeah.
Yeah.
That next round, you people would have died.
Yeah.
Good so you guys killed it in the first round. Both of them. The moment they start the gazing, you guys are fucked. Only one of you had to make a saving throw, and it was Tyler. He managed to escape. You back, Shrubbery? Madeline, you can unmute. Our whole video's over.
I'm back.
All right, then. So we're going to pick up exactly where we left off. I'm going to start with the Magister Tyler's character.
All right.
Actually, you know what, Grimaldus? Felix. We'll start with Felix because I want first to know if he's gonna get the chakram to anybody or he's gonna keep it. I need to know that.
Okay.
So we'll do you first, Felix. What do you do? So what do you do, Phoenix? What are you going to be doing?
I walk back to my group.
This was days later. You received the chakram like a couple days later.
Oh, days later. Okay. I meet up with Magister Allan.
All right.
He's having a difficult time staying awake, apparently.
Yes. Magister Allan.
Yes, my lord.
What do you think of this? I pull out the chakram.
Quite something. Quite something.
You have no idea what
I have only read books on that, and I'm not entirely sure how it's even used. But I do know it was quite popular in a few debates.
Nice. In a few debates. Took a second.
Try it out.
So you grab it, Jonathan, and you throw it?
Yeah.
As you throw it, the thing does like a little. Remember Mad Max? The kid who throws that thing, there's a little thing, and it comes right back to you. You can catch it in your hand. It's magical. You realize real quickly it's magical, and you don't have to roll.
Quite nice.
You fought well.
Hand it back to Lord Wolfenden.
It's yours.
Are you sure?
You fought well. You could dump the crossbow. You had a very smart idea, and it saved many lives.
It is an honor to serve, Lord Wolfenden.
I go like this, I pull like that, and I touch it, and I was like,
Thank you. That's what you do short term. And I mean, anything else you want to do? We're going to do short term, and then we're going to do a long term. What do you do long term?
Short.
Do short term first, then we'll do everybody else.
Okay. I'm going to, let me see. Well, I reward all the guys that were there, pay them well, especially Roger. Get him like a fancy armor. And
is anyone giving a job to Magister Tyler? Magister Arthur?
Oh, he's he's our translator, but unless he has, he's the official translator for the whole group.
Okay.
I mean, he just happens to have other skills.
Okay.
Which is good. And I look at Magister Arthur. I'm like, so Magister Arthur, you did well.
Oh,
is there some? Yes. And I was coming to see everyone personally. Is there something that you think that you might need or want? I know you. I know you're new to the group, but you've proven yourself.
Oh, don't worry about me. I have my studies to focus on. I need nothing else.
Are you sure?
Yes. And Richard has given me plate. I have everything a man could want and more. I am just a humble magister, my lord. And I must learn more languages if I am to continue to be of use to us in the further countries we go to.
Well, if you need any materials for your studies, just let me know, and I'll acquire them for you.
I will. Thank you, my Lord Wolfenden. There is one question I want to ask you, Lord Wolfenden.
Yes.
We all call you Lord Wolfenden, but your father is also Lord Wolfenden.
He's my father.
Yes. Would it be appropriate for us to... May I know your first name? Not to call you on a regular basis. No, but I'm curious.
You're curious of my name? That is all?
Yes. I've never heard.
I'm Robert.
I think Felix forgot his own first name.
Yeah, I didn't actually. I had to look him up. I'm
Thank
Robert.
you, my lord Robert Wolfenden.
Jonathan, your chakram is 1d6 plus 1 to hit and damage. I don't know if you were listening earlier.
And I go to everybody. I go to Francis. Francis, is she here?
Yes.
Oh, you fought well, and I wanted to reward you. I remember you saying that you wanted to make a new leather armor out of the Basilisk, and I have found the best armor smith here in town, and you just need to do nothing but just drop off the leather, the skin.
Perfect. Thank you.
And they're going to measure it. They're going to tailor it directly to you. Thank you.
Nice.
And then I go
will
see
be a snake in a shrub.
And I look Arthur.
Oh,
Arthur, my friend. Yeah.
Sir? Yes.
You fought hard also.
Did I completely missed. What are you talking about?
You still followed me in.
Oh, that's not difficult.
For
I'm as
maybe.
crazy as you are, sir.
What would you like?
Nothing. I am fine, sir.
How about
You know what I would like?
what?
If we could find that Cymri and skin him and hang his wolf pelt above our castle if we ever see him again.
Yeah. Excuse me 1 second. They're calling me from work. Hold on 1 second.
Really, Lord? All right. So we will go to Magister Arthur. What do you do short term, Tyler?
All right. So I contact. This is the short term. I contact the shrubbery. I go into wherever she's hanging out. So I'm like,
whatever seedy part of town the shrubbery's been hanging out.
So I try to not go to the seedy town with her. I catch her when she's outside of those creepy places.
She could tell you wherever she was.
Where are you currently occupying?
I was actually hanging out with some sheep in the farm.
Really seedy part of town.
Yeah, so I see her in the seedy part of town, and I'm wearing my fucked up robe so no one notices me. And I'm like, Francis, good to see you here among these people. I have a proposition for you.
I'm sorry. I'm not interested in guys like you.
Proposition. Not proposal. No, I wouldn't marry you, no. But I know who you do want to marry. And I can help.
How?
How? You ask me, a learned man, how? I am able to read books in multiple languages, and you ask me how?
Yeah?
Come now. I will be able to help you find this person. But I want something in return. And I as I walk towards her, I fucking avoid the sheep shit. My character stays away from all the muck. He doesn't look like very clean, but he doesn't touch any of the muck. He pretty much leans on the fence. He's like, so all I ask for you in return is your help in certain misadventures, we'll call them.
Could we possibly die?
Possibly.
I'm in.
Wonderful. Now, whenever you're ready.
I apologize for that.
Now, whenever you're ready, seek me out, and I will see if we can find any more information on your great husband-to-be. That's where I will leave her.
Man.
I leave her, and I avoid all of this shit on the ground.
So that's what you do short term.
Yes.
That's all you do short term?
Yes.
Okay. Felix, let's finish what you were doing. You were finished.
So he said he wanted something.
Ooh,
Arthur.
No, he said he didn't want anything.
He didn't want it. No, but then he says there is something that I could do.
Skin the Cymri alive and hang his
Skin the
pelt
Cymri
above
alive,
the
and
castle.
yes, exactly.
No, I've changed my mind. I wish to drown the Cymri and then skin him alive.
Well, if we run into him again, we never know what his state might be. He was one of those what the Magister and say a lycanthrope. A werewolf. It's easier werewolf than lycanthrope stuff is too technical. Yes. We'll see how he reacts.
I'll find him. When we get back to England, I'll find him.
All right.
That's him. Anything else you do?
Might start working on another sword or something. I don't know.
Okay, so Shrubbery, what do you do at short term? You've already had a conversation with Magister.
The most important thing is I take a bath to get all the cow blood out of my hair. I make sure that my shrubbery cape is nice and shrub-like. And that's it for short term. For long term, I go around picking flowers and plants and stuff and adding them to my little satchel.
Okay. Do you start researching what each one of these plants does? Because some of the ones you have on you are poisonous. Just I'm just saying that. You should really check.
Sure. I'll do some research on them.
Can you read?
Has it been a year yet?
No. The Magisters can read. You can ask them to find out which ones are poisonous.
Yep.
I can kind of read.
So you're going to ask one of the Magisters?
Sure. I'll ask whoever's not busy.
Yeah, the wolfsbane is actually poisonous. So Arthur tells you that. After a minute of research.
That's why I have it in a pot.
Mm-hmm.
And I have it in a little satchel on Rocky.
Yeah, it's actually poisonous also to people, not just the werewolves.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So do you take the leather over to the armor that the Wolfenden recommended?
Yep.
Okay, so drop it off.
Mm-hmm.
Do you tell him anything in particular?
Make it look snazzy.
He's like, okay. Magister Allan Surgeon, what do you do short term before you do a time jump?
Try to find somebody to make me robes out of the basilisk skin.
Mm-hmm.
With the
You find a seamstress, and she tells you, I might be able to do something with this.
Just need you to make, actually, whichever style you will find fitting for a crusade. With only one added thing. That you use these fangs as the shoulder pads for the robes.
Okay, Magister. She takes them. She kind of like the idea. She gets like a little wry grin. Bless you, Felix. And she and takes the big fangs with her. Okay, that's it.
There is actually one other thing I do in short term, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
So I seek out Lord Wolfenden again.
You find him in his
My
tent.
Lord Wolfenden.
Yes.
You see, I know a little bit about your group, and there was something I thought I ought to remind you of.
What is that?
Unless you intend to cease courting the woman from the tournament, you may want to send her an appropriate love letter. Or whatever is appropriate with nobles nowadays. Your other Magister might know better.
A love letter. I've never really thought about it. We're going to the Crusades. We almost can't afford to have love.
Yes. Well, I'm not quite sure the nature of dowries, whether you're going to make a lot of money or she is, but perhaps.
Name Constance something. What's her last name?
I have her here.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, hold on. I have her here. It was Constance Rainsford.
Okay.
hot chick. I put her.
She was sitting close to Prince John, so
Yes.
someone in the family.
Well, Lord Wolfenden, to secure your position back in England, should you plan to return, which I assume you do, you probably should continue courting this woman. And better scrivener could not be found in the greatest of all court politic knowledge.
As the two of you are meeting, Arthur comes to the door of your tent, the opening of your tent. Says, Lord Wolfenden, I believe your cleric is here.
Oh, excellent. I apologize, Arthur. But stay here. We shall meet him together. And I send them in, Arthur. I got to get used to this Arthur thing, but
so a group of clerics come in, 5 of them, and the one in charge is the one in the heaviest armor in front, and he takes a look at you. Lord Wolfenden.
Yes.
And this is
Magister Allan.
Allan is not here. Magister.
Oh no, I mean Magister. Sorry, Magister Arthur. Sorry.
Arthur Ashton at your service.
I am Brother Matthias. I have been assigned to join you.
Oh, I'm pleased to meet you, Brother Matthias. Well met.
I've heard much about you. Is there a cleric Joffrey around?
He unfortunately died in battle.
A shame.
Yes, battle. Yes.
And is there a Magister Allan, the surgeon, and a Francis around?
Yes, I can send for them.
No, that's fine. I've met friends of theirs. As far as I know, they're somewhere in the city. But I will be your healer.
Thank you. And you said you met friends of theirs? Which friends may you be speaking of? Would I know them?
Brother,
know of them?
By the name of Joseph.
Ah, yes, I've heard of him.
He's told stories.
Yes, but they're just stories.
They don't matter much at all now, as we are on crusade.
So would these stories conflict with your duties assigned to me?
Absolutely not. I'm here to heal you and assist you. I have these 5 with me. They will also be assisting. Unfortunately, they don't have healing capabilities, but they do have combat capabilities. And they can definitely bless us. So we shall be joining with your men. No, there will be no conflict here. And there will be no conflict when we return to England either. As long as I don't see anything funny or interesting from your magisters.
Oh, you should not. They're quite skilled magisters, and they've been a great help to us. I've seen no ill doings from them.
I've seen nothing either, but Brother Joseph tells me otherwise.
Yes,
but I am not one to listen to gossip, so I will take your word.
Thank you, and I appreciate.
Where can we pitch our tent?
I go, Arthur, could you have a couple men to set them up in our camp?
Arthur's giving Matthias a cold glare. He's like, yes. It takes them far away.
Thank you, Arthur.
It takes them far away from your tent.
Yeah.
So, you got your cleric.
All right.
He's the lunatic who was traveling with Brother Joseph.
You got us all red-handed in the shady part of town.
No.
No, not that guy.
That's Brother Nicholas.
The same one?
No, that guy wasn't that bad. This guy's bad. So, and this guy always has 5 with him. 5 witch slayers. So I'll call him that.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna suck.
So, that's it for you guys. Anything else you want to say to each other? Continue, because you guys were in the middle of an RP before I interrupted. Tyler, that was you.
I already said what I want to say. Whether Lord Wolfenden wants to act on that, that's up to him.
So you were speaking of someone, an expert that can write better words than I could.
Oh yes, your Magister Allan. You know that he's completely forsaken all the magical studies for study of.
You're going to
poetry,
have
right?
Jonathan write a love letter.
I did not know that he gave up his magical studies.
At least that's what I assumed. I mean, I already have two. I already have two grand abilities within the magical field, and he has none. So I merely assume that he prioritized other things.
I can imagine this letter. You're really good at PlayStation.
I will have to ask him about his skills in writing love letters.
Well, if it has to do with court politics, which I imagine it does, he should do an excellent job. That's all.
Arthur, could you? Oh no, he's gone. What shall we do here? I will go speak to him myself. I'll go for a walk. Arthur, Magister Arthur, come with me.
So you guys go and find Magister Allan in some library somewhere.
Yes.
Studying that giant tome of demons that he has.
Do you happen to know where he might be?
Oh, we found him.
Where you found him?
No, I'm just asking, as part of the walk there.
I can only guess a few locations. I don't know him nearly as well as you do.
I know he's a studious kind.
Studious.
Yes, he's always in the library.
Studious.
Yes.
You guys find him in the library studying that demon book.
See, I told you. He likes to read all the time.
Yes. Reading.
You found him.
Hello. Magister Allan, my lord needs your services.
So, and what do you need of me for today, Lord Wolfenden?
Magister Arthur tells me that you might be able to help me with a love letter.
A love letter to whom?
Miss Constance Rainsford.
I've somewhat an idea to that. I could find you someone that could write for you the most lovely of writing.
But, my dear friend Magister Allan, your ability is unquestionable. Should you and Lord Wolfenden sit down and put your minds to it, you will make such an excellent letter, I'm sure, that she would be head over heels.
Arthur, if I write a letter, it's going to have to do with some type of beheadings or killing something.
Which is why he is there.
Precisely why I suggest we hire the right person, which I can find. I'm an expert at exploring the courtrooms.
What the fuck?
And I'm sure
politics
that
is cunt.
Well,
I have no idea.
Well, I defer to your wisdom, so make it so.
You said something?
Jonathan, what do you think this is?
Jonathan, your court politics. That's what they do. Court politics.
Yeah. Arranging marriages is court politics.
Court politics. This is your fucking role, cunt. You're not
you
going
to arrange
somebody.
Marriages for love. Back then.
Dumbass.
This is painful.
I want to strangle him. What do you think?
Fine. I'll assist Lord Wolfenden with his love letter.
Roll. Write your love letter. Add your court politics and your intelligence.
Yeah, I mean he has a +6 just to the court politics. So it's a +6 plus his intelligence. We'll see.
What'd you roll? What'd you roll?
I rolled an 11.
With your +6?
Not +6. I have a +4, Tyler.
You said it was +6.
No, Oh, it's +4. Who
Okay,
said
what
it
about
was
your
plus?
intelligence?
It's a 0.
Why the fuck?
He rolled an 11. So you get a letter back from.
Hold up. Before the letter goes out, I will try to proofread it with my own intelligence to see if it's fucking horrible or not. Let me do this.
For someone else who's romantically.
Yes.
You guys are in fucking Rome, and
yeah, no, I rolled a 1, so I have no idea.
What do you think I was suggesting?
Okay. I have an idea. Okay, Francis is sitting next to Magister Arthur, trying to sound out and help proofread it.
Good.
And she tries to stink and roll intelligence, which is, I think, in the negatives. But it's better off than these losers.
No, you don't roll intelligence because you're a woman. You roll wisdom.
Yeah.
I think that's still negative.
I roll a natural 1, so I think it's fine.
Oh, my word. Wait a second. I need to roll this.
I'm like, oh, wow, this is a great job.
Physically painful.
Madeline, we're all counting.
I got a 16. Oh, wait, I got a 15 because it's a -1. I got a 15.
You tell him that it's okay, but it could use a little help, and it could use a woman's touch. So you dictate some extra passages, and you give her, and between the two of you create one that's 16. That's worthy of a 16. So they give you a letter, and then you got to put Lord Wolfenden. Your father has to put a seal on it, and then you're gonna mail it.
Okay.
This was a group effort.
He looks at it. He's like, "What's this?"
My magisters suggest that I should try and send a love letter to Miss Constance Rainsford.
To Rainsford?
Constance? Yes, she gave me her favor in the tournament.
I saw. I was there. Do you know who she is?
I actually don't know much about her other than she was beautiful.
Do you know who her uncle is?
No.
Send a letter, son. Send a letter.
Father, you're laughing too much, and that's never really a good thing because you're sober right now.
Well, your future in-law tried to have you killed. Send a letter.
Ah, really?
Nice. We're marrying him into the royal family.
So what do you think?
He downs like another drink. He's on like his 8th. He's like, oh, go for it.
Ah, fuck it.
She's a pretty girl, ain't she?
She is.
Let's bring Prince John into the family. This sounds good. Remember, we also bring Richard when we do.
That is true. She does have some childbearing hips too. All right. I get the official messenger.
And you
Good thing he didn't write the love letter.
And you send a 16 love letter. Oh, wait, Tyler, what?
While all this is happening, I gather everyone else that worked on the love letter, and I fucking start a party and drink. We did it, boys. We did it.
And Francis is just sipping wine, saying, "That poor girl."
So the letter gets sent out to Constance Rainsford, and with the seal of Lord Wolfenden, and that's the last you hear of it for now. What the hell happened?
That's definitely not going to bite us in the ass.
We've done a great job together, all of us. You, and especially you, Francis. I didn't know you were so romantically inclined. You're a hero. You're going to bring their heroes back.
That lady's going to curse out my family so hard.
What are you talking? I grab her around the shoulder. I'm like, okay, cool. So listen. If he marries this woman and she's got a crap ton of money, then we'll have a crap ton of money. Look at the benefits. I would like to roll.
She sips very loudly on her wine.
Let us all remember what he said. think of the benefits. And make sure when a storm comes, should it happen, we all remember we thought of the benefits.
I'm gonna roll to see my constitution to see if I'm gonna drink as hard as I can. I want to roll constitution to see if I can stay conscious.
That's not how Lion and Dragon works.
Damn it all!
What you do to yourself when you poison yourself.
Alcohol isn't poison; it's life elixir.
I'm surrounded by alcoholics.
Nah, it'll be fine.
All right, so you're fine, Tyler. I'm gonna make you roll for that.
Damn it!
So, the time passes, and a year passes. You spent a fucking year in Messina.
Diablo.
Add 1 year to your age.
Does that mean I finally know how to read?
Yes, you know how to read.
Yes. It means I've
English.
officially
One
taught
language.
you for an entire year, and in that year, you learned how to read.
At the very end of the year, when I realized she can read, I pat her on the shoulder. I'm like, why were you learning from a guy that only knows one language? This is silly.
So Richard is basically waiting for the year to end because he wants the winter to end because you were there during winter. So the plan is to leave March and April for the Middle East.
Can I study the Basilisk guys?
Wait, I'm going to give each of you long-term things that you do. But first, I want to give you the news of the things that happened during this time period. Okay, so at a certain point, there's a falling out between Richard and King Phillip, like big time falling out. All right, and there's like serious tension in the city when this happens, and the French and the English basically separate in different directions, and there's a few fights and a few incidents, and but eventually, Richard and Phillip have a meeting, and things are put back in order, but their impending nuptials between Richard and Philip's daughter are canceled. And you also hear that Richard becomes engaged to the daughter of King Sancho the Sixth of Navarre. Her name is Berengaria, and she shows up in the city through much pomp. His new fiance, very pretty girl, is brought into the city. There's a big old. You guys are in your dresses, in your dress blues. There's a big old ceremony when she comes into the city, and she's brought over with Richard. And she's tiny, and he picks her up, and she's like a little girl in his hands because she's so small and he's so huge. And they're not married, but they are engaged. And there's a big old party when they get engaged, and that coincides around Christmas time. So you guys have a big old Christmas in Italy. That's pretty much it. Everyone plans to leave in March or April. They split the treasure. Richard and King Phillip split the treasure. They put it all in one boat. They plan on putting it all in one boat when you're going down to the Crusades. But the treasure is absolutely split between the two of them. Tancred is very happy to see you guys go in March. He can't wait. But the rest of the city behaves. The Italians behave with you guys. There's no real incidents any further incidents in the city. But I will roll to see if any of you can catch a plague. So give me 1 second. So we'll go first with Lord Wolfenden. Give me your Constitution bonuses.
1.
Okay. You do not catch a deadly plague. Tyler?
I've been taking ice cold showers.
Tyler? You have 1?
1.
Plus 1?
Plus 1.
Shrubbery?
0.
Magister Allan Surgeon.
+1.
I like how all of you have bonuses of Constitution. No one catches the plague over the next bunch of months during the time you spend there. I could be a dick and roll for every month, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to roll for the one time. So no one gets sick. I mean, you got normal little common colds, but no one catches anything big, and no big flus. All right, so I'm going to start with the Lord first. What do you do long term while you're here?
I was looking into making a sword.
Okay, so
if it's possible, I don't know, maybe probably like another since the Damascus is far away, I might do it like another the same steel that I have made before. Hold on.
What kind of steel is that? And tell me what page.
Hold on. Sorry.
Take your time.
Sorry.
Page 61 to see all the different steels.
Yes, that's what I was looking for. There we go. The Sheffield swords.
So you want to make a Sheffield? You don't want to make an Iberian?
Probably a Sheffield sword.
Okay, because you're close enough to Iberia.
Yeah.
You want to go for
my axe is made out of Iberian steel.
Okay. So you want to make a Sheffield sword?
If you can't, then I'll do the Iberian. It don't matter.
Got big monies.
Let's do a little research on actual Sheffield swords. Yeah. All right. Go ahead, roll. You may add your charisma.
Okay. 16.
What's the charisma roll for?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's actually
To see if he's able to get somebody to do it for him.
Oh.
It's like luck. It's like the version of luck in this game. Seems high. All right. Enough. +2. Sheffield sword is made for you. Costs £8. You want to have it adorned with all sorts of pretty stuff?
Yes, so, and silver.
What do you want on it? +2 bonus to damage or +1 bonus to hit?
A little the damage.
You rolled high enough. I rolled high enough. To give you the +2 bonus to damage.
Yeah.
No bonuses to hit, but you get a +2 bonus to damage.
Yes.
From the Sheffield sword. You want a long sword, right?
Yes.
It's delivered to you. You got it. Are you naming it?
Yes, I'm going to.
Oh,
I'm
this
gonna,
is a name for it.
Yes, I'm gonna give me a minute and I'm gonna name it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna think of something cool.
Those are your 6 months?
Yes.
All right. Tyler, you're up. What do you do?
I don't think I mean, if I want to be a dick, I could use those spices to buy me those magical incense to get me one of those fancy schmancy swords. So I want
to talk to Lord Wolfenden and roll high enough charisma. Roll, they'll probably loan you the money. They're rich, dude. They got a lot of money. They have a lot more in pounds.
Oh my god.
I asked you if you wanted something.
So no, this is something I forgot. So I do approach him and I see if I can get.
Which Lord Wolfenden are you approaching?
I approach Lord Robert Wolfenden.
Okay, so go ahead.
Lord Robert Wolfenden. Sorry, my Lord Wolfenden. I was hoping perhaps that I could also get one of these legendary swords that you've gotten. Of course, not of the same quality, but something a little more my speed, a short sword.
Sure. I asked you before if you wanted something.
Well, you know how we Magisters are. We do a lot of thinking.
Well, let's go see. We'll see the blacksmith. See what we could do.
All right.
Okay. I take him down.
Hey, you don't have to RP seeing the blacksmith.
No. I like I'm.
Which one of you is going to make the charisma roll? So it's
I have a +1. Do you have a +1?
I have a +1, so you could do it.
roll a decent roll, like you did 16, something like that. I'll give it to you.
Did not roll a decent roll.
What'd you roll?
2.
Oh, yeah, they're out of the Sheffield. Basically, the steel to make the Sheffield. They won't be able to make this thing in time.
How about the Iberian steel?
You're still roll again.
All right. Nope.
What'd you roll?
3.
Wow, you're not meant to have one of these swords.
I see.
So you were not able to get an Iberian or a Sheffield sword for him. At least not in this city. You could try again in the next city.
Mm-hmm. How about a nice short sword for him?
I already have a short sword. Don't worry. If we can't get that now, that's all right. I will return to my studies. I have no fear.
Anything else you want to do, Ty?
Yes. During my time, I will study the Basilisk eyes.
The Basilisk's eyes. The eyes of a basilisk.
Fuck yeah.
Just don't stare at them too long.
You can't stop me. You can't stop me.
I believe they are ingredients for a few things, but I'm not going to go read what they're ingredients for.
Sorry about that, Ty.
That's all right. That's how it goes.
You can try again next time. Don't worry about it.
So I am.
Try again.
Does occultism count, or should I use natural philosophy, which is natural philosophy is like medicine and all that crap, or whatever the fuck?
Whichever one you got higher.
I'll use. They're both the same, so 2 plus my intelligence. Felix is gone. I got a 14. Wait. Yeah, 14.
14. They're very large, yellow, hideous eyes.
Oh, I do try to preserve them, by the way. I don't try to.
I know that. That's assumed.
Okay.
There's no particular magical qualities to them, but there is use for them in various potions. So if you learn potions and those types of things, you can definitely use them as ingredients. You can't use them to turn people to stone or anything like that.
Yeah.
So they will if you get into that the potion, and you'll be able to use them to create things.
All right.
But I went and actually looked to see if there's a magical item called Basilisk Eyes, and there isn't. So
yeah. Damn.
So
all right.
There is use for them, but later. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Okay, Jonathan, what are you up to?
Yeah. For the long-term thing, I'm gonna try one or two things. One, I'm going to try to use astrology.
Okay.
For like a number of days to try to figure out future events that might happen in the crusade. Like I'm looking through the stars.
Very good.
And try to predict events in the future.
Okay, what page is astrology?
Give me a sec.
Never mind, I found it. All right. So you want to know the future, the Crusades' future. So go ahead, roll. A magic check. Add your bonuses to magic.
$14.
Okay. Since your question is a very broad one, actually, it's actually a very specific one. What's the future of the Crusades? You have to roll higher than 14. Okay.
All right.
So the first day attempt to do this doesn't give you anything. You gonna try again? Another day.
Yeah.
Roll again.
Like every day for like a year, I've tried to do this.
Okay, but word it every single time you try and do it.
Like
because you just said, I want specifically the future of the Crusades. Okay.
I want to know.
The second day, this is your wording.
I want to know the very obstacles that will lead my lord astray in the Crusades.
Roll.
I rolled a 20.
Okie doke. Nice. All right. You will encounter a storm which will do terrible damage to King Richard's fleet when you leave here, and it will lead to trouble.
All right.
That's what you're able to garner through your astrology. Okay. What are you gonna do with that knowledge?
I go to try. Wait, did Felix leave?
Oh, he's back.
I'm here.
Oh, there he is. I was wondering where he was.
Yeah, no,
I go to Lord Wolfenden.
Magister
and, Lord Wolfenden.
How may I help you?
I have received a premonition that there will be a storm.
A premonition, you say?
A storm that would give great harm to King Richard's fleet.
I shall have my father send a letter to the king with this premonition. See if he heeds the warning.
Okay, so you do that. A letter is taken to the king, and you don't hear any response.
Don't hear anything.
No response from the king.
I go to Arthur. Arthur, when we do plan on shipping off to the Crusades, could you look into getting us the best captain we could afford in the area, an experienced captain for our ship? It appears that we might be hit.
These are naval ships. You won't be able to get it.
Oh, okay.
This is military. You get whatever you're assigned.
Or could you do some digging in which naval ship has an experienced captain? We might want to end up on there.
So Arthur, you're gonna go do some digging.
Yeah. I give him some money.
Tyler, that's you. You're Arthur, or you're talking to my Arthur. Which
both. I talked to Arthur, or Arthur, or my Arthur.
When there's confusion again, I'm like, you may call me just Ashton if it suits you better.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I believe that formality may be breaking the natural order of things. So,
well, Arthur seems to have a good camaraderie with the men around here. He's really good at picking up.
Well,
gossip.
my lord, I do have another suggestion.
Sure.
back in Oxford, where I did really value my teachers, they would call me Young Ashton. So if that suits you, I suppose it wouldn't be much of a breach in etiquette.
That's fine. But you're not so young anymore. You've become experienced and you survive a basilisk.
Oh, yes.
How old are you now? Like 17?
17.
Remember, 17 was an adult back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have to start writing some love letters yourself.
Oh, no. Women are very, very troublesome. Well, unless I can find a lady like you found. That'd be very nice. But that is much farther above my station.
In the Crusades, station won't matter so much.
And I whispered to Lord Wolfenden, I'm like, maybe Richard will knight me. You never know.
You never know.
My Magister does a little jig, and you suspect he might be a little drunk.
Or a little touch.
He's a happy. All right. So I just give Arthur, I give him some money. I was like, see if you could do some digging. Maybe we could end up on a good ship. At least it'll give up our chances.
Yeah, I pretty much do the astrology thing to try to pinpoint certain events, no matter how vague, of future problems that might arise for the Lord Wolfenden.
Well, that's what you got. You
He's-
got it.
Uncle, he's going to do this forever. Just let him do it as many months as there is.
He's not going to do it by month. He's going to do it by day. That's what you got from all your many days of attempting. That there's you're heading straight for a storm that's gonna mess up the fucking. You can't go further. You can't. You know what? I'm going to see every single year of Lord Wolfenden's life if I do this every single day. No,
I'm just I was going to spend the year on that, but like if
you're reading the stars says there's a storm coming.
All right. In that case, for the rest of the year, I'm gonna try to grease some palms to get Lord Wolfenden connected to other people of importance in the crusade.
Well, basically, so you're basically trying to find the position for him. Go ahead, roll. Add your thing. Get some decent position so he doesn't get put into the ship boat.
I thought he was right next to Richard.
He's close to Richard. He's not gonna be right next to Richard.
I roll a fracking 2. With the +4, it's
so
6.
just so you're aware, you're now further away from Richard. So than you had initially going.
So
you're definitely not on the same boat.
There is one thing I want to do. Mm-hmm. So I hear that we don't have the letter. The letter, there was no response, right? Mm-hmm. I grab the letter. I grab the shrubbery, and I go over to Lord Wolfenden and say, I will go on a grand quest. I will be back tomorrow night, but I must have you trust me. I will regain our favor in Richard's eyes.
I didn't think we had lost it.
Oh, you didn't talk to the other Magister. Well,
yes, you lost a little favor.
I will now go and regain all favor. I must go now.
Okay, go, young man.
I run off into the night and I go over to the castle and I say I want to meet Richard in matters that are of great importance and alcohol.
Who do you say this to?
I say this to whoever's the guard in the front, like the guy who's blocking my way in.
The guard is like, and who are you?
I am Magister Arthur Ashton of the Lord Wolfenden.
All right. I'm the King of France.
Yes.
While he's doing that,
huh?
He's holding his hand out.
You glorious bastard! You know how to make a deal, and I give him, all the money that Luce had.
You're bribing him? Okay, so let's roll.
I give him all the money. I give him all of Luce's money because she never.
You give him all of Luce's money. Amazing.
Like I was gonna give it back to her, but she won't play with us. I never intended to keep it, but since she's gone.
So let's do a bribery roll.
That'd be with his charisma.
Let's see. They give you bonuses.
He has charisma, right?
And
hold on.
Do magisters have court also?
Well, he doesn't. So hold on. The official principle, nope. The official is law-abiding, not really. Is cautious, nah. He is self-interested, so give yourself a +2.
All right.
And another +2 because he's greedy.
All right.
All right. Situational modifiers. The bribery is value greater than the official's monthly wage. Yeah. Give yourself another +2.
We're at like
the risk for the official being caught punished is high, -2.
Okay. So we're back where we were.
All right. Roll 2d6.
All right.
Add your bonuses.
I will. Oh, wow. This is high. So this is, let me get the calculator out. I'll do this real quick.
You need a calculator?
Shut up.
Yeah, calculator.
Shut up.
26.
I'm not good at math. Leave me alone. Okay. It's 15. It's 15.
Wow.
Yeah. I rolled high. And I have the +5 bonus.
He's like, Magister. He opens the door and lets you in, dude.
He does this, so I shake his hand.
He turns to you, Magister. You don't know me. You never saw me. Get in
it's
there.
Like when he says that to him, I grab his shoulders and I whisper in his ear, it's like, you are the wind in the night. No one knows you. Enjoy.
Who's going in with you?
I'm going with the shrubbery if she allows.
What? Okay. Sure.
Francis, I need you.
How are you guys dressed?
I am dressed in whatchamacallit. I am dressed in the best clothing I have as a magister. So
how is she dressed?
I'm in my shrub.
I think she was in a shrub last time she met Richard, so this is all right.
Yeah, I'm in my shrub.
Okay. What time of day did you go do this?
At night, apparently.
I was thinking at night.
All right.
Well, like,
so
not like in the middle of the night.
What day of the week?
Like, huh?
What day of the week?
Tuesday.
Tuesday sounds like a great day. Yeah.
Okay. So you show up. You're inside the fortress where Richard and his people are. There are guards. No one. You're not supposed to be in here, but because you're in here, they assume that you're legally supposed to be in here. So you're able to move around, move about.
Tyler, if you get me killed.
Before long, and this is evening, you find King Richard dining. And he is dining, let's see if he's dining with his two buddies. Nope.
This might be the reason why we fell out of favor.
Nope, he's not with Mercadia either. He's dining with his fiance. Yes. Okay, so he's dining with his fiance. He's at one side of the table. She's at the other side of the table. Parts of her family are there. And when you walk into the room, and you see this pretty young girl there. Richard's sister's here, Joan, and an older woman around Richard's age, looks up at you and she said, "Richard, what's that?"
I bow greatly and deeply.
Richard's like,
I curtsy.
"I know her. And you are
Magister
Lord Wolfenden, right?"
No, I am Magister Arthur. I once attempted to drink you under the table, and I failed grievously.
Oh. And you've come to do it again?
You have read my intentions to be exact, sir.
Oh, my word.
This is a good man, Berengaria. Tell your brother to get the hell out of here. One of the gets up and leaves. Give him the table. Sit here. Come. Fresh horses. They bring you some horse.
I partake in the horses naturally.
You see him slicing into the horse with his sword and eating with it.
I used, like, instead of the whatever fork they have there, I use my dagger because that's what feels natural.
So I'm going to assume you were set here by one of my conniving, bootlicking nobles.
No.
What do they want?
No, I used an excuse from my Lord Wolfenden. I have, like, a little letter It's like they wanted to tell you something about a storm in the future, but I wanted to attempt a second time to drink against the king.
Why am I here?
I received that letter, Magister. It's not stopping anything. We have to get to Accra before that flop Phillip gets there. He's going to leave in March.
Do not worry, my lord. Now that you know there is a storm, we can prepare for it, and we can drive right through it like a piercing angel.
We must get there with my treasure, my wife, and my sister, in that order.
You spoke true when you mentioned them. You have married an angel among women.
Ooh. Oh, Berengaria, of course!
This, and I must
the girl
also
just
tell
keeps
you,
cutting her steak. She's just eating quietly. She doesn't look too happy to be there at all.
I say, you know that this wonderful lady you spoke to before, the Grand Shrubbery Frances, she came up with most of the plan, well, half the plan in defeating the Basilisk.
Do those branches grow out of her naturally? She always look like this?
Most of the time, yes.
It's simply camouflage, my lord.
You're the one that wanted to meet the king of the elves?
Yes.
King of the fairies.
Yep. Good. Excellent. When we get back to England, we'll have to arrange that.
Yes. Now for the matter at hand.
There's a matter at hand? Are we getting drunk?
Yes! I will roll.
Is that why you're here? Just drinking? Nothing else?
Other than that letter, just drinking.
You want nothing else, Magister?
I am in the presence of a king, and I get to drink with him. I want nothing else in life. I am satisfied.
You see this? This is a good man, Berengaria. And you, Joan, perhaps I should marry you to him. She's like, oh, I'm going to excuse myself. And his sister gets up and leaves.
Hey, he wants a chick with money.
So what do you think of my sister, Magister? She was married to a king.
She's clearly a fine lady.
One of these dirty Italians, but he's still a king.
Still, yes. I mean, there's nothing more a brother could want for their sister, right? Happiness, wealth, and the
you mean more wealth for me?
Yes.
Is the shrubbery joining us, poisoning and killing our livers?
Well, then there is one tiny thing I'll ask you. If you allow the shrubbery to join us.
I knew it.
This might be big accommodations. A place for us to pass out within. Just any room with something on the floor.
What's wrong with the table?
That's a great idea.
Let's drink. So you try to out-drink King Richard the Lionheart.
Yes.
I try out drinking him too.
Roll Constitution rolls.
You tried it again.
So
is that a D20?
I have King Richard's stats. So.
Is it D20?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done it. I've fucking done it.
I got a 15.
Oh, I've fucking done it.
You roll, Tyler.
Oh, it is a fucking 20.
You rolled a 20. What did you roll, Madeline? You rolled a natural 20? What did you roll, Madeline?
15.
Mine is technically natural 20 plus 1. Yes! I feel tears welling up. I have outdrunk King Richard the Lionheart. I will be remembered in all of history.
I won't say that, but you rolled a 20.
I did.
So you're able to keep up with Richard. Not that you're out drinking. You just keep going. You guys keep going all night. Francis goes pretty long too. Pretty well, as a matter of fact. Give me a second.
Is it my turn to do the long time skip?
No.
I thought you already did it.
No.
Well, both of you were able to keep up with him pretty much all night. But by the end of the night, the shrubbery is very drunk, and Richard is who you think is usually drunk, is very drunk, and the Magister Arthur he's maintaining himself. So Richard is like, you have quite a constitution there, Magister.
For king and country, I had a noble goal, and God assisted me Himself.
Oh, so what would you like, Magister? I am impressed with you.
You know, King Richard, I wish I could think of a thing. There's only what the others want, and my lord, he apparently upset one of your people. That's what he wants. He wants to be closer to you, I think. As for me,
He proclaimed that he'll be close to me on the battlefield.
yeah.
How else does he want to be close? I've heard that he's wooing one of my nieces.
Oh, yes. I tell him about. I tell him
Constance
about
Rainsford.
Actually, I won't. So I'm like, yes, well, maybe. I know that he is putting a lot of effort in wooing a very pretty lady named Constance
Rainsford. Constance Rainsford.
Constance Rainford.
I didn't think you were drunk.
Yes.
I'm out.
I only want the glory of the crusade and the absolution of all the sin that comes with that. I've drunken enough alcohol with you. It is satisfactory. I've accomplished a great goal that many knights would not.
Interesting. So you want nothing from me?
I think everyone wants the same thing from you, Richard, and that's just to serve you.
All right, then. Then that's what you'll have, Magister. You can serve me. I could use a translator.
Long live Richard the Lionheart.
So, Shrubbery, return to your Lord Wolfenden and tell him that, for now, I'll be keeping this one.
Yes, my lord.
She's
No.
drunk as shit right now.
Yes, Your Majesty. This is the king.
Yes, Your Majesty.
You know, that's what I do. I slap her hand. I'm like, you say Your Majesty, your king, your... Nice.
Right,
oh, that's awesome.
Richard, you rolled a 20. I gotta give you something nice. So Richard is now you're now his translator, at least for the duration of the war.
Actually, I heard Richard had a number of squires, so it's kind of like that. Yeah.
Right, so
hell yeah.
So that was your thing. I think we already did Jonathan's. We already did Lord Wolfenden. So now it's the shrubbery. What do you do during this
shrubbery?
Woo! Okay, so I have three main things I want to do. I want to take my new ability to read and start reading things, especially about plants. 2, I want to name my spear. And 3, I already forgot.
You can't.
Crap.
Okay, you can name your spear, but you can't use it as the spear. Like give it a +1 because it's already a magical item.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to name it.
Okay, go ahead. Give it a name. Felix, we
Confession.
also need to name it.
Yeah.
What?
Confession.
Confession. Nice. So write that down somewhere in your character sheet. Your spear's name is Confession. Okay, but this is not your official named weapon. One that you actually give a +1 to. Felix, I do need that name.
Yes, we're working on that right now. Until they got a little.
Oh, I remember the third thing now.
Okay.
I want to get either a falcon or a hawk. Because if I'm a scout, I think it'd be nice to have one.
So you're going to purchase a falcon or a hawk.
That's smart. Yeah, animal companion.
Other than Rocky. Rocky is great, but he's kind of stupid.
That's not nice. I'll take Rocky from you. You keep that disrespect. I can't believe it.
Over my dead body.
Bro,
literally.
Stop disrespecting Rocky. He's smart. He's just simple. He's just taught.
Well, he followed me, so he's clearly stupid.
How can you say that? He's full of love, not idiocy. Remember this: if Rocky didn't follow you, he would have died with everyone else.
That's true.
Rocky is smart. Let's not talk about him being dumb. He's a hero.
Hey, Lord Wolfenden, are you funding her purchase of a falcon?
I was actually going to get one myself I thought we had to wait to get to Egypt.
I'm going to let you guys roll.
Is that something we can find here?
Maybe. Roll. I'll let her roll first.
All right.
Man, it's
D20?
Yep. Since I'm already...
20.
You roll a natural 20?
Mm-hmm.
You guys are lucky, man. Go ahead, Felix, you roll.
Yes, we rolled 20 where it matters.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, you got really lucky, Madeline, and you acquired a hawk.
Nice.
Really lucky.
Oh man, you know what? Like literally, all of you could keep trying to outdrink Richard, but you would never get as close as I did.
Can I name the hawk?
Yes, you can. Of course, you can.
His name is Joffrey.
Okay, so you write down. You have a hawk named Joffrey.
Oh man, Joffrey's gonna be poking eyes out. That's. Hawks are actually really useful in this game.
All right, so that's, and then you spend the rest of your time here learning how to basically falconry.
Okay.
Right. I think that's it for everyone.
I just want to confirm one thing. Were the robes made or
what?
The robes?
Oh, your robes. You're absolutely right. Those people who requested snake leather robes, snake leather items, clothing. So armor made for you. Let's get your armor. Basilisk armor.
I rolled an 8.
You don't have to roll an 8. Look at this stuff. We already did this. All right, so there would be like a padded jack, I would imagine. Jack splint. No, it would be a padded jack. So, Madeline, you're the one who wanted to have leather armor, right? A padded jack leather armor?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to give you a padded jack. All right, which is a 12 armor class for you. What's your current armor class?
10.
10, okay. Okay, this is going to give you I'm gonna ask you, since it's gonna be slightly magical. I'm gonna ask you what you prefer, because padded jack removes +1 to your dexterity skills, so it would hurt you. So you can either remove that -1 to your dexterity skills, okay, and that will be the magical bonus, or you can add +1 to an armor class, so and still have the -1 to your dex skills. What do you prefer?
I'd like to get rid of the -1, please.
Okay, so your armor class now is 12 instead of 10, and this thing gives you no minuses.
Nice.
Jonathan, I'm gonna offer you the same thing. This is added to your robes. We'll count it as a padded jack. You can either have it without a -1 or with a +1 to the armor class.
+1 to the armor class.
Okay, while you're wearing this thing, you have 13 armor class. Wearing your snake leather armor, not the snake leather robes. You have higher armor class if you're wearing the thing. This will not affect your magic rolls wearing this thing, but it will affect it. Okay. All right then. So in March, let's see what its history says. By the time March comes around, King Phillip finally leaves, and being the prick that he is, he leaves a couple days before Richard, just to fucking spite him. And he lives right on March 30th. Richard wanted to leave in April, so the French fleet takes off on March 30th, and Richard fucking gets furious and has his fleet get ready, and you guys all leave on the 10th of April, and you leave Sicily, and you set sail to Rhodes. Okay.
Are we
pretty
on
much immediately?
Sorry, are we on his boat now, or
you're absolutely not on his boat? Well, you're on his boat. Lord Wolfenden and the rest of the group are separated from you. Okay, they're on their own boat. Okay, you're on a separate boat. Your boat is part of Richard's fleet. You're not far from him. Okay.
Yeah.
So, the Madeline, I think we can hear that.
Sorry.
Okay. So at one point there is that storm that Magister Allan tried to warn the king about. You, Magister Arthur, you're with the king when it happens, when the storm starts. And Richard's like, "Oh, didn't you tell me this was going to happen, Magister Arthur?"
We did. I thought we planned for it.
What? We were supposed to plan for it?
Oh, well, that's all right. We can make it through, can't we?
I will not have Phillip get to the Middle East before me. We're cutting straight through this thing. Continue, keep going. Man the train. So you just went right through it. So the storm was pretty fucking horrible, and quite a few ships vanished during the storm. A bunch of people died, and Richard just fucking went right through the damn thing. Basically, at one point, your ships come together, and all the nobles are called to a meeting, and including the magisters. You're not in this meeting, Shrubbery, but you do hear about it later.
Okay.
The magisters are in. Lord Wolfenden is in the meeting, and it's discussed. Some of Richard's commanders come over and they tell him that the 3 of his ships are missing, basically, and it seems that they have shipwrecked near the Isle of Cyprus, and close to the port of Limassol, and that the 3 ships one ship has his sister on it, second ship has his fiance on it, and the 3rd ship has his treasure on it. And Richard's like, "We must find those ships. Without that treasure, this is all over. We have to get to it." And that scumbag fop Phillip took his half. We will not be showing up in the Holy Land with nothing, and him being rich. So we are heading to Cyprus. We'll find the treasure. And then his commander's like, "And your sister and your wife too." "Yes, them too." let's go. And the ship, then you guys head to Cyprus. So at some point, Lord Wolfenden is summoned to Richard, as you do discover you do find the wrecks, the wrecks on the shores of Cyprus. One of the ships is not a wreck, and that seems to be the ship that had the sister and the fiance on it. But the treasure ship ran aground, and people came on board it, and the treasure is completely gone. His sister and Berengaria have disappeared, and there's nobody on the ship. So basically, you got 3 shipwrecks. One ship is empty. It's been beached. One is one is a shipwreck, and the second one is just basically anchored there, and there's nobody on it. So Richard turns to Lord Wolfenden. So Lord Wolfenden, you did a fine job back there in Messina, killing that giant snake. I heard there were 2 of them.
Yes. Yes.
And your little group of elite warriors assisted you, of course.
Mm-hmm. They did.
Excellent. Then I have one more mission for you. You won.
You name it, my lord.
Find out what the hell happened to 1, my treasure, 2, my wife, my future wife, and 3, my sister. In that order.
In that order?
Yes.
Okay.
In that order.
Well, it's a good possibility they might all be together.
Then find out where they are. The fleet will remain anchored here until you return. Go with your friends. Take your elite team.
Yes. Right away, Your Highness.
So you gather your people?
Yes, I do.
I will also send my representative, Magister Arthur here. He will go with you. I believe he used to work with you.
He did.
Yes. Of course. My king.
So, what do you guys do?
The second that we get far enough from Richard, I happily tell Lord Wolfenden my little adventure with Richard and how I was able to keep up drinking with him, and now why I'm of service to him.
How he was able to get a job.
Well, I see that you are an industrious man, and it's worked out for you.
I don't know about industrious. I just wanted to see if I could outdrink Richard, and it was fun.
Well, it served you well, and that is great.
I shake Lord Wolfenden's hand. Without you, I would have never gotten this far, Lord Wolfenden. Thank you, sincerely, in your trust in me and everything you've provided.
You're welcome. May you have many blessings in your future.
Thank you. Now let's get to the matter at hand.
So what do you guys do?
I'll use my intelligence to try to investigate the area.
Use Francis.
I send Joffrey up.
I also let me double check it.
She's quite good at tracking.
Yes. Her
Well, you're still on board the ship.
Okay.
We can see the island though, right?
Yes, you're anchored right outside. You can see the 3 ships too.
Okay, I send off Joffrey.
What is Joffrey doing though?
What is Joffrey's mission?
In this order, find the treasure, find the king's wife, and find the king's sister.
I mean, Joffrey might do the same thing that the bird from the other guy's bird does.
The sheriff's bird.
Yes.
So Joffrey takes off and flies over the ships. You see him fly, basically do circles around each ship, and then head up into the. You see that Cyprus, where you're docked, is a bunch of cliff faces, essentially, very very rocky cliffs.
Are we gonna run into a dragon?
No dragons yet, but don't tempt me. So Joffrey starts flying over these cliffs, and you see him circling over one little area in between two of these big jutting, jagged things, and then it basically circles around that area right there, and then returns to you and lands on your shoulder.
I pet his little head and say, "Good job."
So I'm guessing there is something in that small cliff face.
What a nice bird. Yes, I think he's right. Well, I guess it'd probably be wise to head there.
So who are you taking? You taking horsebacks? Are you on a horse? What's going on? Wolfenden, you're in charge, man. What are you doing?
All right, we get horses.
Okay, so you get your horses?
Yep.
Gilbert.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Oh, we get our horses, and where does
What are you bringing?
Scout?
You're bringing the falcon. You're bringing the dog. Who are you bringing?
We're bringing all. Fuck it. I ain't trying to fuck this up.
Okay. All means what? All the players?
No, like all our players. Yeah.
Okay. So all of you on horseback, and you head out. Are you wearing Richard's colors, or how are you dressing?
I will.
Fully armored. What's going on?
I'm fully armored.
I'm wearing my Basilisk skin robes.
I have my armor on my horse, but I am not going to wear it, for I want to be part of a scouting party. That's what I'm going to advise. A party that goes ahead.
I'm wearing my shrub over my armor, which I've been doing for the entire game.
Yes.
Felix, I saw that. That's a cool name. Go ahead and name it.
Hold on.
Yeah, name it in game before.
Name it in game. Oh, okay. All right. Lupinotum is werewolf in Latin.
Okay, so his sword is named werewolf in Latin. Lupinotum. Okay, so write that down in your thing. Give yourself one bonus to hit.
Yeah.
Can I name my chakram?
No, it's magic.
Chakram is magical.
Yeah, I just want to name it though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to call it the Basilisk chakram.
Basilisk. Okay.
So
write it down, John.
And like I said, mine had silver, and I had a wolf on the handle and everything. So, and wolf designs.
Excellent. So you got a werewolf killer. So you put silver on it, right? That's what you're telling me. You got it made.
Yes, it did have that. Yes.
So it has silver in the metal. All right. So this thing can harm werewolves. So you guys you do ride into that cleft in between the two cliffs?
Yeah. Can we send a scouting party first?
Who are you sending?
I throw up Joffrey in the air and say, "Look out for enemies."
Okay, Joffrey flies up and disappears over the cleft. Does a circle. You can see it circling, and it goes, "Ah!" and then flies right back to you. But it's on the other side. Basically, you got to climb up. You're gonna have to ride up through the cleft. He warned you there's something on the other side.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I point where he was. So don't go in that direction.
Maybe we could attempt to sneak over and see what it is before we ride over there.
Well, I mean, I look at my scout.
Francis? You're
Francis doesn't know how lucky Francis is feeling.
You gonna sneak over there, Francis?
Yeah, I guess.
I go with her because I have no armor on. So
I sneak over there.
You will slow her down, just so you know.
Oh, if I'm gonna slow her down, then I'll go still. Yeah.
Okay. Roll stealth.
Get me killed.
Roll stealth, Madeline. and I'm going to give you negatives, but I'm not going to tell you how many negatives.
Do I need to use climbing?
No, just stealth.
Okay.
You don't need to climb. You can just walk. Try not to be seen. But you decide to have the bumbling Magister.
I did not decide anything. He decided.
Oh, jeez, if it's such a big negative, okay, I'm staying behind. Fine. Go ahead. You're by yourself. You're safe by yourself, I'm sure.
Go roll.
Yeah, just go roll. I'm not there.
I was trying, but it went down my sweater sleeve. Oh, I got a nat 20, but then +2, so I got a 22.
All right. So even if you had taken the bumbling Magister with you, you would have made that roll. So
yeah,
I only made it because he didn't.
Yeah. Well, that's true. So you made it around. At one point, you go over the corner, and pretty much exactly where Joffrey told you, there's a camp. You see a camp, and there are flags. The rest of you don't see this. She sees this.
Okay.
There's a camp there, and the camp is filled with soldiers in armor. And you don't recognize the colors, but they're not Italian, the same from Messina, and they're definitely not from anyone from Richard's army or the French.
Can I tell if they're at least speaking English of some sort?
You roll high enough that they do not speak English. They're speaking Italian.
Okay. I guess I head back then and report.
Okay, so she comes back and lets Lord Wolfenden know what she saw. Go ahead, you can tell him.
There's a camp of soldiers with colors I do not recognize, but they definitely don't speak our language.
What did the colors look like?
She describes
not ours.
She describes them to you. You can go ahead and make a roll, Felix.
Okay, and let's see. And I talked to my magisters also.
Italian.
Actually, well, my translator, my old translator, I did a 17 roll for a roll.
How about you, Ty? You can.
I can make a roll. I wasn't sure if I was allowed. I'll make the roll.
I'm asking.
I have failed terribly. I rolled a natural 1. It's a day of
17 is good enough, Felix. These are the colors of Cyprus. You're on the island of Cyprus. Specifically, the colors of Isaac Komnenos, the Emperor of Cyprus.
Gotta write him down.
And you rolled high enough to know that Komnenos is a lunatic. And he proclaimed himself emperor of this island called Cyprus, which is not that large. So, but he thinks he's an emperor. This guy was a low-level lord, and he took it over and proclaimed himself emperor. And he's very dangerous.
All right. I wrote it down. Okay. I tell Arthur, do we have a runner?
No, you just brought you guys. Your troops.
Just us guys?
We have a Rocky. We can strap a note to Rocky and send him to the boat.
Or your Falcon. He'll make it faster.
Yeah.
But is there any Falconeers over there?
I don't know how well trained is your
Just tell Joffrey to give it to someone. He is a bird.
You see, falcons. They have claws, so they'll like cut into whoever they put. You need.
But don't they have chainmail and stuff?
Give it to the dog then.
The note will get wet. You want me to just go?
Sure.
Okay, so you ride down, and you approach. There is a party on the beach. And what do you tell them, Ty?
Is it the who's in the party?
The party on the beach. You don't know. There's a party of knights. Richard's knights.
Richard's knights. All right, so I go over to Richard's knights. I'm like, hail, we have news as to what happened.
Okay.
It appears that our potentially the Emperor of Cyprus may have both the loot and the woman.
All right. How do you know this?
Our scout has identified the colors of the Emperor of Cyprus.
Have you approached the camp?
We have not yet approached the camp. We were about to do so.
All right. We will get word to Richard. Perhaps you and your elite should approach the camp and speak to whoever's there.
Thank you. I write back. So, Richard's knight said that we should probably approach, though I'm not sure whether we would want to approach with Richard's colors or not.
We probably
how about
should.
we first see where on earth Jeffrey was circling at first when I asked him to find the treasure or the women?
This is exactly where he was circling.
Oh, I thought you said it was a different spot.
No, same spot.
All right, so
we probably should, my Lord Wolfenden, fly with Richard's colors. If they are hostile, it is imperative that we know sooner rather than later.
Perhaps, or we could play a deception upon them.
All right, let's do it.
Which way? Deception or honesty?
I figure with deception, and then if that doesn't work, extreme violence.
Okay, the shrub is going to step out of this and not go directly with you guys, but hide among the foliage to make sure I could possibly do a sneak attack thing if necessary.
Okay, so go ahead and roll to stealth away as they approach the camp.
Yeah.
So, Oddford,
we need to have a reason as
to suggested the deception.
I got a 14.
Okay.
We have to come up with a reason for the deception first as to why we're riding up to a random castle if we...
It's not a castle, it's a camp.
Camp. Oh, it's just a camp?
It's a camp.
Oh, okay. No, I was imagining a castle. All right, is the camp...
Just say that you want to... that King Richard has heard of the wondrousness of the Emperor and would like to perchance talk to him or something like that.
I don't know.
And what reason for the deception would there be if we're just going to say that?
Yeah.
Oh, well, the deception is that they don't know if we have to kill them, we will.
I have an idea.
And we fly Richard's colors, yes?
Yes.
My idea is that we go there claiming that Lord Wolfenden is a lord of a nearby, I don't know, a settlement, lord of a nearby castle, or we've just happened upon empty ships.
Magister offer. Have you not thought of perhaps they purposely took the gold and loot, and that maybe the Emperor of Cyprus,
my first thought,
might not care if Richard wants those back?
Yes.
No,
kill them. Yeah, my idea is that we ride in claiming that we saw empty ships, wondering what it was about.
No, we just tell them we're looking for the missing.
Then we might as well ride Richard's colors.
Let's do that.
Say that the treasure's a gift to the Emperor or something like that, and then see if he actually has it.
So
if not, then we can use his help to figure out where on earth the gold could be, and then kill him in the end of it.
Can we stop debating and just do it?
Let's go.
So
we ride with Richard's colors.
So as you approach the camp, the shrubbery's hiding. She left her horse behind, and she's hiding in the bushes. So as you approach the camp, they're waiting for you. You see a few Italians, like 4, come out carrying the flag of Isaac Comnenus. and they got little smirks on their faces. They're like, they smile at you, and they speak in Italian.
All right, I translate word for word.
They say, which of you speaks for the fleet?
Well, actually, don't. Okay. No, I'll speak. You don't say anything.
No, but he's translating.
Yeah, no, I translate.
Oh, he is translating. Oh,
yeah,
I was gonna try and get them to see if.
This is,
okay.
This is in Italian.
Hmm.
So you are, and your name?
Lord Robert Wolfenden.
Very good. So you speak for the fleet below. So you're translating word for word. If you decide to change the translation, please tell me, Tyler.
All right.
We bid you greetings and welcome to the Isle of Cyprus. From the Emperor of Cyprus, Emperor Komnenos. And they bow. What brings you to our isle? You are crusaders going to the Holy Land,
yes.
No?
We are. We're here in search for the cargo of our 3 ships that crashed here on your island.
The 3 ships, those 3 that are shipwrecked on the beach, have been requisitioned, and the cargo on board has been taken for ransom by the Emperor of Isaac Komnenos. A ransom must be paid for the 2 women, Berengaria of Navarre and Joan of England. And once it has been paid, we will return them to you.
And what is this ransom?
We will give you the ransom. One of them walks up to you and gives you a paper. Take that back to your King Richard.
Okay. All right. No, that's it.
I have something to say. Yeah. I say to Lord Wolfenden in English, what about where we turn the ransom?
Well, we don't know if he's going to want to pay this ransom, so we have to see.
I look at him. I'm like, where we turn in the ransom? May I ask?
Oh, yes.
I speak in Italian. The party, hey Tony. So I say, where would we? Where is the location that this ransom would be given?
That letter right there has the instructions for your King Richard, where to bring the ransom for the 2 women. Take it to him.
Of course.
They give you like these nasty smirks.
I return the same smirk with a knowing gaze. I'm like, you don't know Richard. I don't say that, but I'm like.
So what do you guys do?
All right, we
the shrubbery wants to keep watching the camp.
We tell him to wait here, and we're gonna go get the answer from King Richard.
So you guys leave, but the shrubbery stays there.
Yes, to watch them.
Shrubbery. As they leave, very quickly the camp is taken apart, and the knights in the camp right away.
How many were in the camp?
About 20, 30.
Oh.
Well, can I follow them?
Not on foot. You're gonna go back and get your horse and follow them from a distance?
Sure.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about.
So go ahead. You're going to roll a stealth roll to ride after them, but not lose them. not get them to see you while you're riding after them. Go ahead, roll.
I got a 17 plus 2, so I got a 19.
Okay, you ride after them, and it's a good long ride. It's a couple hours ride, and they lead you to a city, to a large city, basically basically the other side of the island. Okay, are you entering the city, or you gonna turn back?
Can I just watch it for a little bit first, and then head back?
Okay. There is a considerable army at the city, and the colors of the Emperor of Cyprus are everywhere. Okay, the rest of you return to Richard?
Yes.
And you give him the news. Richard opens the letter, and you see his face darken. And then he turns to you. How exactly am I supposed to pay this? When they have my money? Did you ask about the treasure?
They have it. They said that they're holding it.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
Knights, squires, prepare for battle. That's it for today.
Well,
everyone, 1 XP.
Nice. You know, the greatest game ever. I've kept up with King Richard while drinking. Very satisfied. 10 out of 10.
Let's do the little vote thingy. I'll do it in the chat. Give me a second to prepare the poll and end the video. Boom. Broadcast over.